Kyler Murray passed for 214 yards and a score, but couldn't generate any points off 3 interceptions of Texans quarterback.
Wolfley was that upset, huh?
It took 2 overtimes, but the Suns came out on top of the win over the Jazz. Kevin Durant scored 39. He was 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double. Devin Booker added 26. Third-ranked Arizona men's hoops got the 45-point win over UT Arlington. Next up, 19th-ranked Michigan State on Thanksgiving. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910. Available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
Nice Monday on tap. We'll see temperatures right where they should be for this time of the year. Mid-70s with plenty of sun. And then tonight, clear skies with those temperatures dipping down into the low 50s. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Ty Brennan.
This report is sponsored by KFC. KFC's 2 for $5 chicken wraps. 'Tis the season for tasty goodness with KFC's new mac and cheese, classic and spicy slaw chicken wraps. Did they mention you can get any 2 for only $5? It's finger licking good.
Calling all sports with Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. Proudly sponsored by On Air Sports Marketing and is powered by the injury attorneys Lerner and Rowe. In Iraq and need a check? Make one call, that's all. 602-977-1900 and always online at lernerandrowe.com. Now time for Calling All Sports with Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B on Fox Sports 910.
Defensive absence to be 7-3. Oh, blocked for 6. In motion is Swain. We'll use all 4 tight ends today. Murray dancing in the pocket. He's looking long. He's looking for Rondale Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And Collins for a moment gets it to Marketing. Marketing has it blocked by Durant, but did they call a foul? They called a foul on the 3-point attempt.
All right, the Cardinals held the Texans scoreless in the second half. Comeback fell short. We'll get into all of that. Kevin Durant drops 39. The Suns slide past in double overtime over the Jazz. College football action on Saturday. ASU crushed by Oregon. 17th ranked Arizona blast number 22 Utah. Hello, everybody, and welcome in. Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910, 99.9 FM HD2, also on the iHeartRadio app. And we are here today at Casino Arizona, the sports book and sports bar. And we will get you all set up for the big Monday night tailgate with a fantastic game tonight as well, the Eagles at the Chiefs. By the way, for our opening montage, thank you to Pac-12 Network, CBS, and Arizona's family. All right, Manuch, here we are with Jax and also with Shu back in the studio. It is a great, great Monday.
It's a glorious Monday, and I'm very happy because my Wildcats beat the Kahoo Chicken Hawks for the 15th. Yes, the 15th time in a row. We get the Governor's Cup. We take that back to Manhattan, Kansas. The Suns literally sweep the Utah Jazz, and it's a rematch, as you said, Jimmy, out here at the CAZ Sportsbook and Sports Bar of Super Bowl 57 as the Eagles travel into KC. A good Monday night game to be had out here at Casino Arizona.
And how much is the jackpot, just by chance?
I think it's about $2,100.
Okay,
yeah, $2,100, just over, right around $2,100. A lot of dinero, Jimmy.
Yeah.
A lot of cash. All you have to do is just show up.
Yeah.
Get your player's reward card. Got to be 21 years and or older. And if they take that kickoff all the way and convert the extra point, that particular song, you're going to get in the jackpot wherever it's at. So it's in the like I say, Jimmy, going on out here at the CAZ Sports Bar tonight's Monday night tailgate.
Let's go.
Time for the top local and national stories of the hour. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona. Bet big on your favorite teams and players in an environment that's as exciting as the game you're watching. There's no better place in the Valley to get in on the action. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar. Now, guys, what's your top story this hour?
Well, it is indeed Reaction Monday to what we witnessed yesterday in the National Football League. Look, I'm going to start and just throw. I'm just going to throw questions at you, Manuch, because
Go ahead.
I have questions.
I'm fired up.
I know
about
you
a couple
are.
things.
I got questions. 21-16, Cardinals lose in Houston, yet the defense shuts out Houston. My first question: how were they able to do that in the second half?
Well, they put pressure on Stroud, and they also they kind of baited him into a couple of throws.
Okay.
One ball got tipped, but just recognizing him on tape where he's going with the ball, he telegraphed a couple of those interceptions. I just see good defense, just good awareness, good coverage. I mean, you name it. And anytime you get 3 turnovers, and shut a team out in the second half, you should win a game. But here's a heartburn I have, Jimmy.
Okay.
So all of a sudden you score, and you come back, you make it 21-16, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you go for 2, right, to try to make it 21-18.
Correct, yes.
So then you're within a field goal
Right.
of basically tying the game up. Okay, you don't get it. So you got about 11 minutes and 58, almost 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's 4th down and 3. You got a chip shot field goal to make it all of a sudden 21-19.
Preach, my brother.
You got it. You got plenty of time. Your defense is playing well. If you get the ball back and you can go down, get within field goal range and not score a touchdown, Jonathan Gannon, and not score a touchdown, you have a chance at the end of that game, as opposed to trying to force one in the end zone, to go ahead and kick the field goal and, oh, by the way, win the game 22-21. What the hell is this staff thinking right now? So you want to lose? Oh, hold on, Margaret. I'm sorry. I forget. The team is tanking this year.
Oh, that's right.
So we're going to continue to go for 4th down conversions. We're going to go 1 for 4 again on 4th down conversions. We're 3 out of 10 on 3rd down conversions. The 4th down call, basically, he goes, well, he came back to the ball. I don't care. You got 3 sure points. You got one of the best kickers in the National Football League in Prater.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden you get it. So instead of trying to force the ball into the end zone and get a score, you're down by 5, you could have kicked the field goal at the end of the game and won that game, and you could have basically rewarded.
So what the hell is he thinking by going for it?
Jimmy,
Come on.
I got to tell you what, Jonathan Gann, I feel this staff and Jonathan Gann are costing this team victories in reference to all these damn 4th down calls that they're going for, especially something like that. Is basically just get your field goal, get the points.
Yeah.
I'm seeing too much of that where they could have easily won this game. There's another time, too, they could have kicked a field goal. They went for it on 4th down, got stuffed from that. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. Okay, well, I know he's got house money that supposedly is going to be here. Mm-hmm. If this team ends up at 2-15, they're going to go ahead and do their thing and get the top draft picks or whatever. What about winning football games first and then worrying about the other kind of
Manuch, what about the analytics?
Oh, I'm sorry. The analytics, the metrics, all those things that are where you're pretty much looking to do in reference to make all that come out. Just, I don't know. I blew a gasket. I sent Roc a text. I sent this text. I'm like,
you don't need to text me.
Oh my gosh, Roc. I'm like, what the hell's going on around here?
It's amazing how much a difference a week makes. You know, everybody on Monday of last week was, all right, Kyler's back. Everything's going to be fine. Now we're back to where we were a week ago before Kyler came back.
Yeah, he looked sluggish. He missed a lot of throws. I was surprised how he missed on some of the deep throws. He underthrew 2 throws.
He did, yeah.
On 2. Now, the one throw to Moore in the end zone, that was a good throw off the scramble.
Obviously.
But, I mean, he got it up the field. Put it where it's supposed to be. But I don't know if his arm strength is – I mean, a couple of throws, he had a clean pocket. He stepped up in a throw, and he threw it short. I know he didn't mean to throw a back shoulder pass on those 2 throws. But I got to tell you, guys, this going for 4th down.
How about going for 2? You going to talk about that?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I just said when you scored, you went for 2 to get within a field goal of tying the game. So why don't you go for a field goal with 11 and a half minutes left in the fourth quarter? Plenty of time.
All kinds of time.
Your defense is snuffing this Houston Texans team. You get within 2 points. A field goal wins the game 22-21. I don't know. I just see some bad coaching, bad philosophies. And the metrics, sabermetrics.
Didn't this offense seem very similar, at least this past with Sunday, yesterday, like Cliff Kingsbury? The dink dunks.
Yeah, I did.
The same kind of stuff. I mean, I was like, all right, what do we see here? I mean, it seems like this is very similar to what we've seen in the past.
Kyler throw deep, though, those times.
Yeah,
he did take his shots.
but only 214 yards.
I understand.
So, I mean,
but to Rock's
I don't know.
point,
And you saw delayed games. Question on when they called timeouts.
Yep.
I mean, that was Cliff Kingsbury.
I mean, the timeouts early in the game. I mean, guys, get your act together. I mean, where it was
delay a game,
timeouts early in the game. I just, you're right, Rock. I saw a team that reverted back to some of the crap that fans had to put up with last year. All right, Kyler's second week. He might have been a little sluggish, this and that. I'm not buying it. You should improve. You should progress as opposed to regress. And you're right, Rock. To your point, a lot of crossing routes, a lot of horizontal routes as far as pumping the ball down the field or getting the ball down the field. And then on top of that, Marquise Brown, two receptions. I mean, isn't he's supposed to be your bell cow?
He's supposed to be your guy.
Wilson's out.
Yep.
Okay, so you got to go to – you got Moore who gets, I don't know, 3 or 4. You still got Trey McBride who will get you some tough yards, a couple nice throws, catches with him. But where's Hollywood?
All right, he has 3 receptions for 56 yards in both games combined.
That's horrible. That's bad.
He was targeted 5 times yesterday.
Okay, all right. Let's target him 10 times.
All right, well, I mean, I think we got to put some point some fingers to the offense coordinator and Drew Pensick because
Pensing's
like I said, it just seemed like Cliff Kingsbury. You weren't using Connor like you need to. Outside of Greg Dortch, I mean, who else is on this team?
Yeah, and I think outside of
in the more one play, big one.
And outside of Kyler's scrambling, you really the only juice you had was him running or getting around. And I'd be very, very careful, folks, and you continue to put him in harm's way. He does a good job making plays. I'm not demeaning that at all. It does a good job, nice touchdown run, nice first down here and there. But I think you want to try to rely on more of that from the pocket. But he just wasn't as accurate. His timing was off. He looked more out of sorts than he did last week, which is really odd, where you should pretty much be getting more in sorts, more in sync with your passing game.
Going back to the fourth down, the 2 fourth downs they went for, is that on the OC or the HC?
That's head coach makes that call.
You sure?
Oh, Jonathan Gannon, yeah. Absolutely.
We know that for sure? We don't really know.
He makes that 4th
because
down
we
call.
never see him talking in his microphone.
Well,
we don't know.
He said he's going to give it, hey, go for it or whatever. They're calling a couple plays ahead of time. We don't get it. We're going to go for it. Now, here's the problem with that. It's 4th down and 3, and Dortch runs up 6 yards, and he comes back to the ball. Mm-hmm. You got to know you can't come back to the ball. You can show the defender, come back to it a 1 step, but he came back 2 steps. He was initially beyond the first down.
Correct.
Came back, made the catch, and the defensive back's right there to bring him down. As opposed, just get your 3 points.
But don't they teach you to go back to the ball?
They do. But in that case, you got to be smart about where the sticks are.
Yeah.
So if you're going to run they call it a 5-yard hitch route, you got to drive it to 7 yards, knowing you're going to come back. Mm-hmm. So you catch it, you come back a hair, maybe you show the guy. And then the other time was the other one to Dortch, the out route. He doesn't get to the sticks as well in the out route. I mean, guys, what the hell? Where's fundamental football when you need it for this Cardinals team to get first down?
Before we go to break, I just want to mention real quick as we get started here at Casino Arizona, if you listen to the program on Thursday, Jimmy B had just one of the ugliest shirts that you could. But I got to tell you, not much of an upgrade today.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I like the brand.
Yeah.
I like the hat. I love the hat.
Okay.
I mean, the hat, Hornacek Golf, are they paying you to wear that on the show?
I get a little extra.
You get a little love. Okay, I got it. I got new owners now. That's kind of cool.
That's nice.
But
you're not digging this shirt.
I think I'm
just gonna have to make a
you
good
can wear my
run.
Eagles jersey if you like.
It would be a tent on me.
Jimmy could camp out for
a while. Our Valley Chevy dealer sounds from the locker room are next. You'll hear from Kyler Murray as we are just getting started here on the Monday. It's Eagles Chiefs tonight. Kickoff just after 6 o'clock here at Casino Arizona.
It's Jody Andrews to the drive. I'm going to be off spending some time with my family during the Thanksgiving holiday, wishing you some quality time with your family this Thanksgiving season as well. We'll be back to talk all things Cardinals, Diamondbacks, and Suns Monday, November 27th, right here on Fox Sports 910.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. Come on in. Our slots are spinning, our dealers are dealing, and everyone's yelling bingo. Isn't it about time you see your friends again? So stop by to say hello. Stay a while. Relax. Enjoy yourself. We'd love to see you again. Hey, this place was made to entertain. We're your Casino, Arizona.
Choosing the right lawyer after a car wreck is important.
you need to consider the law firm's experience, results, and reputation. Lerner Rowe stands above other law firms when it comes to experience and results, helping over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars for their injuries. When it comes to reputation, we have thousands of 5-star reviews, and year after year, we have been voted best personal injury law firm in Arizona. Call us today and let us put our experience, proven results, and reputation to work for you.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Wright Toyota, the #1 volume Toyota dealer in the state of Arizona, ensures you a buying experience that will exceed all your expectations. Check it out for yourself. Located just off the 101 on Franklin Wright Boulevard in Scottsdale and online at wrighttoyota.com.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of Game Day.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings, bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
It's Ellie Kemper from the podcast Born to Love with a little straight talk about Straight Talk Wireless. See, Straight Talk Gold or Platinum Unlimited plans give you unlimited 5G data and a free Walmart Plus membership and free delivery from your local Walmart store and an included Paramount Plus subscription. I just said plus or and about 57 times, and that's how much value you get from Straight Talk Wireless. Switch or learn more today at Walmart or StraightTalk.com.
Requires active service. One offer per eligible Straight Talk account. Standard data usage applies. For Walmart Plus, $35 order minimum for free delivery. Restrictions apply. Paramount Plus essential plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
It's here. Black Friday week is live at Target. Save up to 50% on select tech and video games. Plus save up to 40% on select small appliances, up to 45% on floor care, and so much more. And get free shipping when you spend $35 or use your red card at Target.com. Hurry! These Black Friday deals end Saturday. Get low prices and great Black Friday deals. Only at Target. Exclusions apply.
Love like this before.
Back to Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, broadcasting live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is a sports fan's paradise. You are locked in to Fox Sports 910, live from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. Time for the Valley Chevy Dealers' top plays of the week.
Dancing and looking and directing traffic, and look at the length of this play. Murray to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to convert it. That's unbelievable.
Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. Set up a test drive by heading to valleychevy.com. Now today's top plays on Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B on Fox Sports 910.
All right, our random facts of the day are driven by Valley Chevy dealers, and the Black Friday event is going on right now at your local Chevy dealer. Chevy, let's drive together. See your Valley Chevy dealer today. Let's hear it right now. This is Kyler Murray as we get into the locker room after the game, reflects on the team's performance in the loss.
It wasn't enough good. Yeah, we made some plays, but just like I said, just felt like, the defense, they did what they needed to do, and we didn't hold up our end of the bargain on our side. So that was frustrating. I feel like had too many opportunities not to win that game.
And they did. Way too many opportunities. I mean, it's like if they execute, like they kick a field goal when they're supposed to, drive the field down, kick the field goal. I'm sure he probably feels that without saying it. But you get 3 turnovers, you shut a team out in the second half, and you're only down by 5 points. You should go ahead. 5 points. You should win that game.
Yes.
With the talent that they have on this field with Connors and running back and receiving core and a tight end and Kyler Murray, you should have won that football game.
Can you send a note to your boy Kyler there for me? Let him know not to take those huge hits on the sideline.
Oh, man, he got popped on that one. Well, I think he's fired up. He's jacked up. He's getting a first down.
Right.
And, I think that sometimes wisdom to get out of bounds or get down because he got up. I'm like, wow, he got up quickly. I was waiting for him to kind of waffle.
I was too.
Yeah.
When I saw that hit, I mean,
like, okay, are you okay? How many fingers, Tyler? One. Get the ammonia capsule out.
I thought he was going in the tent. Here he is talking about there are no moral victories.
I've had a couple. Miscommunication or a missed throw here and there. Like I said, we did some good, but there's no moral victories when it comes to what we're doing. So it's just frustrating.
That I hear that right is a shot across about management and with his coaching staff. There's no you can't improve on losses. You just don't. Okay, it might be good for the draft or for Cardinal fans in that locker room. You have chances. You see things squandered away. Those guys aren't stupid in reference to getting points, especially against a team like that. Because that was a very porous pass defense, that being this Houston Texans team. They know they let one slip away, and they're not happy whatsoever at being at 2-9 at this particular point in time. And I think I hear that in his voice.
Are you guys hearing a different Kyler Murray than we did the first few seasons?
Yeah,
because I hear him speak now, and I'm actually believing that he is speaking from his heart. That were in the first couple of years, I just thought that it was just player speak.
I hear more accountable. It's my bad.
Yes,
out of Kyler Murray this year than I have before. To answer your question, Jimmy.
Here he is on what the offense will need to do better against LA this week.
We're gonna go back and watch it. I'm sure this one's gonna sting. Watching it just because there were a lot of plays to be made and a lot of things that we probably wish we would have done differently. I know there's gonna be for me, but the standard's the standard. It's just it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Like I said, I feel like the defense gave I know for sure they gave us enough opportunities to go win the game, and we didn't make it happen.
Again, putting the blame on him and the offense.
He took it, yes.
Yeah, and I think that the defense, the pressure they put on Stroud, forcing some of those throws and baiting him into a couple of those throws, and for C.J. Stroud to make some very uncharacteristic throws that he had not made coming into that game. He only had 2 picks, guys, coming into that game. And to throw 3 yesterday, you got to give kudos to Gallis, the defensive coordinator, and his defense for what they did.
Especially in the second half.
Half. You got guys that got Ledbetter out. He's out of he didn't even dress out because of his shoulder. And a few of the other guys that came in and made plays. And those are some of the things as an offense you go, damn, we let y'all down. So hopefully they can make it up against the Rams this weekend.
Yeah, you bring up C.J. Stroud. He pretty historic day for him in the sense that, he's now thrown for just over 2,900 yards, which he surpassed Cam Newton for the 4th most passing yards by a player in his first 10 career games. He passed for 470 yards in week 9, 356 in week 10. He's the second rookie in NFL history with at least 300 yards in 3 consecutive games. That ties in with Joe Burrow. I mean, he's up there with some big-time guys right now. And you wonder if he could keep this, if they could get some players for him there.
Sure, yeah.
And maybe work on that offensive line. I thought Singletary, if they would have ran him more in the first half,
I agree.
That game, I was surprised they changed their tactics.
Well, I think they got a little enamored, number one, with what you just said, the stats of him throwing the ball. And I don't think they realized how good the defense that this Cardinals defense could be in the secondary and putting the pressure on him. Now, his timing and his throws, he went 1, 2, 3 out. 1, 2, 3 out. Now, a couple times on those interceptions, he threw into traffic, which was very uncharacteristic. So, to your point, Rock, I think that the OC sometimes they get a little full of themselves instead of staying with, okay, we can run on this team. Let's stick with the run. Let's work our play action. Let's just take what we can get on certain passing scenarios.
I think Kyler Murray, here we are, 1-1. I still know it's a small sample size. But, reading on social media and hearing on radio what some of the fans out there, I don't know if there's really a huge support for Kyler Murray being the quarterback here for next year.
I think it's a carryover to what took place the first few years. That's why. And so then with the injury that took place, and now he's back, and we've only seen a sample size of 2 games, and Manuch has already kind of broken down what he did incorrectly in that contest. I think fans are so to the point now, okay, we know that there is a top quarterback who's playing at USC. We've seen that guy and he looks better than Kyler Murray.
A few other guys that look better.
Yeah. There are.
We saw one at Sun Devil Stadium as well.
Yes, we did. Bo Nix.
He got outplayed by a rookie yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
And I think when I watch C.J. Stroud, I think a more settled quarterback, even with his rookie experience versus a 5-year guy. The Cardinals have got to win if Kyler Murray is the guy they go with. They're going to have to continue with him running, rolling out, somewhat, I'm not going to say scattered offense, but sometimes I think fans see these other quarterbacks having success. They're more settled in the pocket. They might roll out. They don't have to run all the time. They don't have to have a big play with his legs. C.J. Stroud had a couple scrambles, if that. He wins from the pocket. He wins from rolling out. He wins with his throws down the field.
Yeah, but if the heat's on, you got to get out of there.
Get it. But, I mean, the Cardinals rely on Kyler Murray's legs too much, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Where a lot of teams are settled with their quarterbacks in the pocket, making the throws down the field, and not having to rely on them. I watch Kyler. It's like I'm watching a college quarterback going, I got to run RPOs. I've got to do this. I got to do that. And then when they stymie him and force him to – and what the defenses are going to do is they're going to force the Cardinals to beat them with Kyler Murray in the pocket. It ain't going to happen. They want that. They want to make sure they contain him.
Right.
And
so you don't want to see him in the shotgun.
No, I think that's the only way they're going to have success with him in the shotgun.
He needs to be in shotgun.
He needs to be in shotgun. The drop back, they did a couple play actions for him under the center.
But the top quarterbacks
are under center.
Yeah.
They're under exactly right. So
that's again, he is a little guy. I mean, he got a few of his passes or a couple of his passes.
Play got batted down. That one throw that to McBride coming across, it's like I don't know if the ball slipped out of his hand or it came out funky.
It did.
It went like a direct right.
Yeah,
and it was end over end. So again, I just see I'd like to see a more settled quarterback, for my team that can make more throws, more plays from the pocket than being helter-skelter, running around all over the place.
All right, so instead of helter-skelter, what if it's controlled chaos? In other words, he's in control even though it might look chaotic on the field.
Now, that's where you can do the rollouts. You do the waggles, the bootlegs. But I mean, he does a good job of getting on the perimeter. He has to. But I think if you got to make your living with a guy like that versus focusing on things from the pocket, that's where you got to win in the National Football League. I mean, you have to win from the National Football League in the pocket.
All right, let's get to rivalry week. We got the Wildcats and Arizona State. We're going to catch up with former Sun Devil Rudy Carpenter. He was 3-1 to Arizona. We'll get his take on this game as well as his thoughts on Kyler Murray and C.J. Stroud. We'll continue. We're out here at the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona for the Monday Night Tailgate. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. Fox Sports 910.
This is what's trending on Fox Sports 910 Phoenix.
Arizona retains its ranking of third in the nation, according to the latest USA Today men's basketball coaches poll. Only Kansas and Purdue are above them. UConn and Marquette fill out the top 5. The Oats return to the ice. They'll skate against the Kings. Connor Ingram will be in goal. The Cardinals now 2-9 with yesterday's frustrating loss to the Texans. Kyler Murray threw for 214 yards and a score. It took a couple overtimes, but the Suns got it done, coming out with a win over the Jazz. Kevin Durant had 39 points. He fell 2 rebounds short of a triple-double. Devin Booker scored 26. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Hi, I'm Dominic from Venezia's. Let's talk holiday catering. We can cater for just a few or a few hundred.
That's right, Dominic. Ordering for your holiday party is easy at Venezia's. We'll work with you and develop a menu that can include pizza, pasta, salads, and even stromboli. We serve authentic Italian food using only the freshest ingredients. It's food that will leave everyone begging for more.
Holiday catering from Venezia's. Check out our catering menu at venezias.com.
It's Chevy truck season, and with a Chevy Silverado, there's no such thing as an uphill battle. With a Chevy Silverado, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. Because with impressive towing capability, an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen, and the choice of powerful engines to pick from, whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado with the capability you need. See your Valley Chevy dealers.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of game day.
Chances to win cash every Monday continues from the CAZ Sports Bar and Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The jackpot is growing. The squares and props are delivering. The food is delicious and the games have been incredible. Come out, join the Fox Sports 910 team as they host their one-of-a-kind sports promotion that has been going strong for over 20 years. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy BS Monday Night Tailgate event every week at the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona.
Tease the season at Vans Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf for holiday specials this year. Featuring the Callaway Paradigm Woods, forged carbon for unparalleled distance and forgiveness. Now up to $100 off. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. There's always gift cards in any amount for the special golfer you're shopping for. Vans Golf Shops is home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at worldwidegolf.com.
What's up, everyone? It's Damian Lillard, and Bose helps me lock in. When I'm working out, I reach for the QT Ultra earbud. Literally allows me to get myself going. I put them in, find my corner, and everything else is blocked out, and that's all I can hear. I can just be one with it. Discover more at Bose.com.
Nothing yet.
Bose, sound is power.
I'm Byron Brown, lawyer. When injury case, I'll answer your call. No BS.
The Gillette Intimate Trimmer gives you a gentle, easy way to trim your pubic region. Or you could try waxing. Nope. From America's #1 trusted men's grooming brand. The best a man can get, down there. Buy Gillette Intimate at a retailer near you.
This Thanksgiving, Paramount Plus is serving up a tasty NFC East matchup when the Cowboys aim for another big win against the rival Commanders. It all kicks off at 4:30 Eastern. The NFL on CBS streams live on Paramount Plus.
Back to Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, broadcasting live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is a sports fan's paradise. You are locked in to Fox Sports 910, live from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. Here to talk football is former Sun Devil quarterback, who, by the way, went 3-1 against that team in Tucson.
Carpenter going to go up with time, steps up, looks end zone, got a man, McGahey, touchdown! And Rudy Carpenter threw that right into the teeth, into the strength of the Wildcat defense.
Rudy Carpenter, now on Roc and Manuch on Fox Sports 910, on FM at 99.9 HD2.
In motion is Swain. We'll use all 4 tight ends today. Murray dancing in the pocket. He's looking long. He's looking for Rondale Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Heck of a way to start the game with Murray to Moore there. That got it 7-0 in the first, but then I think the next 9 drives equaled about 10 points, so they couldn't really move the ball well at all. But joining us now, as you just heard, Rudy Carpenter, Sun Devil, Dallas Cowboy. Before we talk about rivalry week and that team down south, what biggest takeaway that you saw yesterday with Kyler Murray, if there were anything that you took away from him?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that's a really, difficult question. I mean, I wish I could come on here and give you guys some really sexy answer that would be super entertaining, but I mean, I don't know. Did I think that he played out of his mind and played amazing? No. I mean, usually this team needs Kyler Murray to play amazing and to play out of his mind in order for them to win. I don't think he did that. Did he still play solid football at times and had this team in a position to win? Yeah, I think that's true. And I look at this team they played against the Houston Texans. They're in the playoff hunt. Depending on the next couple of weeks, they actually have a chance to win the division. There are a lot of people who think that their quarterback is, probably going to win, offensive rookie of the year. Some people even think he should be in the hunt for MVP talks. A lot of people think he's already a top 10, quarterback in the NFL. But I don't look at the Houston Texans as a team that's, amazing. And so what it highlights again is something that I've been talking about on this show all year, regardless of who the quarterback is, which is, this Arizona roster is at the very, very best average, and they need to get better and more explosive and faster, really in every single one of their skill positions, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Rudy, do you feel sometimes all these fourth down attempts, especially with 11 minutes to go in that fourth quarter, you pass on the field goal, you're basically, if you make that, you're only 3 down to win the game, and right before that on the touchdown, you go for 2 to get within 3. That passing on that I felt was a big mistake because they drive down the field, they kick the field goal, they win the game 22-21. Just your thoughts on all these metrics and measurements and all this stuff with these fourth down calls. I mean, 1 for 4 yesterday and only 3 for 10 on the third downs with, place and time, but when you have a chance to get points and a chance to hold somebody and win a game, I'm just dumbfounded by that, I guess.
Yeah, but look, this is no offense towards you guys, but that opinion, no offense, it's probably a good opinion, but times have changed and people are now, living and dying by analytics, and they're taking their chances. The only thing that I really can compare to it is, like, for me personally, when I sit down at the casino and I play blackjack, I probably do that too much, more than I probably should. But the truth of the matter is, I regardless of the money, so regardless of the score in the game, I try to play the hands that I'm dealt the same every single time. So for me, I'm someone who hits on a 16 every single time. There are some people who don't. And for me, I guess what I'm saying is you have head coaches like Jonathan Gannon, you have head coaches like Brandon Staley with the Los Angeles Chargers who they are going to play the analytics game. Whatever that analytics card tells them to do for each and every situation, they are committed to doing it. They are going to do what that analytics card tells them to do. And so for me, I can't really blame them because at least their team understands that. At least the team understands the philosophy, and at least there's consistency in the way that they think and in their thought process and how they're going to handle all of these situations. I'm still someone that thinks that, like, in a game like football, situations matter, guys being hurt, health matters, momentum matters, how the game has been going matters. I don't think that analytics card measures for the weather in a game. Those things matter, right? And I think that's what makes it difficult just to play the straight up analytics game. But look, that's what these guys are doing. That's the new wave of the NFL. To be honest, like everything else, it's like when it works and it does great, you're happy and you're telling everybody, see, I told you so. And then when it doesn't, you look like an idiot. And to me, that's just the way things are right now.
When you talk about that analytics game, then answer me this. How come they went away from running James Conner even more? He was having success against that Texans defense, and I just don't think he got enough touches. I would have thought that he would have gotten at least 20, maybe 22 carries in that game. Can you explain that one, Rudy?
I can. I'm not in the headset. I don't understand what the play callers are doing. I just watch the game and comment based on what I see. I don't know if guys are hurt on the offensive line. I don't know if James Conner was hurt. I don't know any of these things that are going on. I'm not on the field. Look, with you, I'm with you. They were definitely having success in the run game. James Conner has been, a big part of this team in the past, even though they've, been up and down, but he's been a big part of this team. This team is better when James Conner is on the field playing and producing, at a high level. I don't know. Maybe the offensive coordinator understands he has Kyler Murray back and he's a little excited and wants to use his brand new toy and throw the football and use his legs as well. I don't really know. What I do know is this is one of the worst teams in the NFL. And no matter how you want to slice it, how you want to cut it, how you want to look at it, this roster needs to be overhauled.
Hi, Rudy. I think the more than anything, I think that's the bottom line right there. I think they're trying to do so many things the horses aren't there. Overall, as you see the passing game per se, we were talking earlier about not getting the ball down the field. From just the passing game itself and watching Drew Petzing's passing game, let alone the philosophy, the finer nuances of the game. How does that look to you just initially with Kyler's first 2 games?
You know, I give Kyler a lot of credit. I mean, when you miss as much time as he had, you're coming off the injury that you're coming off of. You know, it can be very difficult to step in, especially in the NFL, and play winning football and play at a high level. Again, I look at this situation and I say, you know, is Kyler a big reason why they won in his first game back? Yeah, I think he was a big reason why they won. This week, was he the reason why they lost? No, I don't think so. Do I think he's playing good enough even this last week to win? Yeah, it's only his second game back, but I give him credit for how well he's played in our, you know, we only got 2 games, but in the 2 games he's been back coming off of the injury that he had, I think it's very impressive, and it speaks to his maturity, and it speaks to how he approached, you know, his rehabilitation, his off season, his preparation in a new offense with a new system and a new coaching staff, to be able to step in and, you know, play pretty well and have it be pretty seamless. So, you know, I give him credit. Again, I just keep going back to what sticks out to me the most. When you watch teams like the Eagles, or you watch teams like the Chiefs, or you watch teams like the Miami Dolphins, you just see explosiveness, and speed and speed and speed. And when you watch this team, you just don't see that. And so to me, you know, I think that's the biggest thing that sticks out to me. Do you have pieces? Yeah, I think Trey McBride is an interesting piece, right? Like, I think he's probably a guy that needs to be on this roster moving forward. But, you know, as far as everybody else goes, this team needs to get faster. They need to get more explosive. And in the way the NFL is set up in today's game, it's basically designed to be a passing league. You know, this is what needs to happen. They need to have the more explosive guys with more speed, and the more versatile guys. The receivers that can play wide receiver, that can play in the slot and get you better matchups against safeties and linebackers, and also come in the backfield and be ball carriers and give these defenses really funky looks. And they don't have those guys right now.
Rudy, I only got about 30 seconds, but I really want to get your take. Of course, you got the Wildcats coming up to take on the Sun Devils on Friday. Is it Friday or Saturday? Saturday. Excuse me.
Saturday.
Do you look forward to this rivalry? I know you did, and you were 3-1 in it. But as you get older, you move on, and family and all that. Is it still a big deal for you each year?
Yeah, I mean, I love watching the game. It sucks in years like this because, you know, not in years past, you know, we've had some years where both teams are good. We've had a lot of years where only one team is good and the other team isn't. We've also had a lot of years, unfortunately, where both teams aren't very good. Right now, though, I give Jed Fish a lot of credit. He's got that team playing good football. He's done a great job turning that program around and coaching his ass off. I give him a lot of credit. And then you got ASU, which is really struggling. I mean, I give Kenny Dillingham and his staff some credit, you know, obviously for what they're trying to do with the lack of what they have on that team as well, and all of the injuries. You know, but they're, you know, I love ASU, but it's really tough. It's really tough to watch them play football right now. And then you look down south at what U of A is doing, and even though they can't do math when it comes to their finances, and they just lost like $300 million, at the end of the day, you know, Jed has gotten that team and that program turned around pretty quickly.
Outstanding jab right there. Good Sun Devil there. Rudy, have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for the time. We'll talk to you next week.
See you guys.
That's Rudy Carpenter, Sun Devil quarterback, and just kind of threw the guys down south.
He did.
That game is Saturday at 1:30. That'll be on ESPN.
All City Towing continues to grow as they added a bunch of new trucks to their fleet, and they need to hire some people. So if you're looking for a new career, a new job, go to allcitytowing.com and search careers. That's allcitytowing.com. Dealers random fact of the day says AAA expects Thanksgiving travel to be nuts this year, but how nuts? And I'll tell you about another quarterback that Manuch has trained is transferring. He's going in the transfer portal. Every one of Manuch's guys has transferred. He can't get a guy to a college and keep him there.
Brock never transferred.
Oh, come on.
Brock Purdy never transferred. He did transfer from Perry High School to Iowa State.
There you go.
Transfer.
We'll be back.
Clear.
This is The Odd Couple with Chris Broussard and Rob Parker.
If I were forced to vote
who would you vote
for MVP, I would go with Jalen Hurts. I don't have a big problem with Lamar because it really isn't definitive. But I think Jalen because they're both tremendous leaders. But Jalen has just accounted for far more touchdowns.
With Chris Broussard and Rob Parker. Today at 5, tell your smart speaker to play Fox Sports 910.
The fight starts now! On Saturday, December 16,
Legacy is decided in the desert.
fireworks guaranteed as unbeaten flyweight superstars Jesse Bam Rodriguez and England's Showtime Sonny Edwards put it all on the line.
And a sizzling World Championship unification.
Big-time boxing returns to Glendale's Desert Diamond Arena on December 16. Don't miss out on the action. Tickets on sale now.
Starting from just $30.
Book yours now at Ticketmaster.com.
Need the gift of all gifts for this holiday season. How does a big screen TV sound? Text Chevy to 59925. One lucky Fox Sports 910 listener will win a smart TV courtesy of your Valley Chevrolet dealers. Standard message and data rates apply. Details at rockandmanuch.com.
Are you looking for a change in your career path or just looking to get back into the employment market again? Look no further. All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings are in the areas of customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. If you're looking for a challenging yet rewarding opportunity, a great benefits program including 401k program with a generous company match, and a company that is a leader in the industry, apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call All City's HR department at 480-833-7278. All City Towing is Arizona's largest towing transport vehicle storage provider. Locally owned and invested within the communities they service. If you enjoy helping others by providing great customer service, working as a team, and possess great communication skills, All City is for you. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278. That's allcitytowing.com.
Hey, it's Gross. Join me, Bauer, and Jackson every Saturday from 11 to 1 live from the Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar at Casino, Arizona for Take the Points. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar.
Upper Crust Pizza, Patio, and Wine Bar is your home for a variety of homemade, made-to-order pizzas, calzone, pastas, and more. But it's more than great Italian food. It's your home for college and pro football. Watch games all weekend. Plus, enter to win a free big screen TV every month. Upper Crust is the official home of the Ohio State Alumni Club of Phoenix. Upper Crust, on the southeast corner of Cave Creek on the 101, always has incredible daily specials. Pizza and football. A perfect match at Upper Crust Pizza, Patio, and Wine Bar.
Dukes on Miller and McDowell.
The only place you're going to find 3 10-foot screens with games on full volume in 3 separate rooms, all in the same bar.
Dukes on Miller and McDowell.
With dozens more big screens. You'll find every game you're looking for only at Dukes, because there's only one Dukes. Voted best sports bar by New Times.
Dukes on Miller and McDowell.
Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, darts, karaoke and trivia nights. 3 huge patios on the Greenbelt, all doggy friendly.
Where Dukes? Miller and McDowell.
Here, big box tools start to sell a whole bunch of not tools, from dancing Santas to plastic trees. At Northern Tool and Equipment, we'd rather sell you a 4-horsepower chainsaw fitted with a full chisel chain to cut down your own tree. And we have wood chippers come January, because you know, mulch. We're cutting prices on your favorite brands this holiday season. Save on Milwaukee, Steel, and Lincoln Electric in-store or at northerntool.com.
Back to Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, broadcasting live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is a sports fan's paradise. You are locked in to Fox Sports 910, live from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona.
Let's get ready for football!
It's Football at 50. The latest top football story trending this hour. Right here with Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B on Fox Sports 910 and the iHeart Radio.
All right, 150 here from the CAZ Sports Book. Well, former Pac-12, former Big 12 starting quarterback, soon to be, I'm sure, I don't know where he's going to go next, but one of Manuch's kids is entering the transfer portal once again as Texas Tech quarterback Tyler Shuck has announced that he is entering the transfer portal as a graduate transfer with the intention of putting on a uniform for his third different college program. He started his career at Oregon, played 12 games there over 2 years, threw over 2,900 yards, 20 touchdowns, 11 picks in 15 games with the Red Raiders then over the last 3 years. He did get hurt against West Virginia September 23rd, so he hasn't played. So he's got some thread on those tires, so to speak.
Yeah.
So what is it with all your guys transferring, Manuch?
Well,
I mean, Perkins did that. Purdy did that,
and they've all done very well when they've moved on. They've done excellent. You look at
they did that well. They would have moved on.
Well, it was, I think, unfortunate circumstance at Oregon when you have a head coach that's not going to allow the Pac-12 quarterback of the year compete for his job, and he just said, "Hey, look, if I'm the guy, I don't mind competing. So you're not going to be fair about it." Then he moved on to Texas Tech, which he did and took the high road. He balled out there. Texas Tech broke his collarbone the first year. Came back the second year and was the MVP of the Tax Act Bowl last year against Ole Miss. Came back this year, full intention to go ahead, basically play his senior year out, his sixth year out, move on to the combine, the draft. Broke the fibula in the second game against West Virginia, out the entire year. So he's got one more year, and he really understands where he would be in that draft. So he's hoping to have one more full year to show what he can do on a consistent basis and then move that forward, hopefully be in a better draft position next year.
Some other football stories. Joe Flacco joined the Browns practice squad, so he's going to give it another shot. Jimmy Johnson's going to be added to the Cowboys Ring of Honor, and Aaron Rodgers is eyeing a practice return as Zach Wilson has been benched, and it looks as though Boyle will get the start this week.
Who?
Is it Boyle?
Boyle.
Tim Boyle.
Yeah, Tim Boyle. Yeah.
And by the way, the Lions-Packers game on Thanksgiving, a tradition, the Lions, the tickets are going nuts. Tickets are going for like $200 minimum for standing room only. It's the most expensive ticket ever for a Lions Thanksgiving game.
Wow.
And speaking of
8-2.
Yeah, they are.
If the Eagles lose tonight, they'll be tied with the two best record in football.
Unbelievable.
The Detroit freaking Lions.
How about that? Dan Campbell's talk about a team rising from the ashes, over his first 3 years.
But you could see it coming last year.
You could.
You really could see that team really galvanizing together. And then even though they went to Green Bay and they found out that if they won the game, they had a shot at getting into the playoffs, and then the other teams won, so they didn't get that shot, and they still won that game against Green Bay.
Very motivated. Speaking of one of my guys, how about Brock Purdy? A perfect passer rating yesterday, 158.3.
What does that mean?
19 for 22, 315 yards.
What does it mean?
3 TDs.
Who cares?
0 interceptions.
Who cares?
The last time that Niners had a perfect passer rating, a guy by the name of Joe Montana.
Remember him.
Back in 1989. He has an 84% passer rating in the last 2 games.
Cry me a river.
6 touchdowns.
No one cares about your stats.
Phenomenal stats to be considered in that thing.
Here you are, a former NFL quarterback and quarterback whisperer, but you can't tell me what defines passing rating.
Well, this is a perfect passer rating.
Well, but what makes it up?
It's a combination of completions, a combination of touchdowns.
Keep going.
It's a combination of no interceptions.
Keep going.
Incompletions
You're making
or
this
lack
up.
thereof. And that's pretty much,
Totally.
well, as far as I know.
See, right there.
But you got to trust the guys that these statisticians of the
You're
world.
so against analytics. And you
Not analytics. I'm telling you right now.
You don't like analytics.
This right now is telling you he had a phenomenal day.
Are stats analytics?
And you know what? No, analytics are no stats are.
So stats aren't
analytics are looking at it. Hold on, let me finish. Analytics are basically a formula as to the chances of what you need to do in this situation, that situation. Stats are stats as far as
stats are part of the formula, though.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Really? No.
Okay, so there's no stats in analytics.
Here's the thing with looking at the perfect passer rating, that only a few guys have ever done it. Kurt Warner did it. Joe Montana, Steve Young. There's only a handful of guys that have ever done it. So Brock, what that's saying right there is Brock's efficiency on the field with touchdowns is one of the best in San Francisco 49er history.
They never even had those stats when you played. They didn't
Yes,
even have
they
a such thing.
They
as
sure did.
Passer rate, passing
Absolutely
rate.
they did.
They had none of that.
They had that going way back. The QBR,
Nobody can break it down.
passer
You
rating.
need an AI to figure it out. There's no way.
Well, all I can say is that's pretty damn good. That's a hell of a day to be on the same page.
Why
as
would it be
John
just
Montana.
100? Why wouldn't a rating of 100 be number one? Why is it 58.3?
Yeah.
Because the more efficient and more progress you have on the field goes up. And it's like
the average is 67.
It's like a GPA. The GPAs aren't at 4.0 anymore. They're 4.2, 4.3,
5.0.
5. They go up and up.
How far
the
they go
more
up?
progress. Last year,
you can't talk about something you don't know.
4.5 is the highest I've ever seen. As I used to be the executive director of the National Football Foundation College Football Hall of Fame with the high school prowess we had.
Just so if anybody asks you, just so you know what it is.
Yeah.
At least 10 passes, complete 77.5% of your passes, no interceptions, 12.5 yards per attempt, and 11.88% of passes ending in a touchdown.
It's pretty damn good.
Makes no
76%. That means he was on fire. He was
W.
at fuego.
That's all that matters.
And yeah,
you
that's
and you
true.
got people with the stats. Who cares about stats?
I'm with you.
What that's
God.
and I'm a stats guru from the side of looking at things that fit, and you look at things in reference to looking at defenses and offenses. They'll tell the story overall. And I think one of the biggest
not
stories.
necessarily.
Well, one of the biggest
Look
stories.
at the Cardinals. 3 interceptions for a guy that only threw 2 going
Okay.
into the game, and they lost.
But I will say this: they were 3 for 10 on third down conversions, 30%. They were 1 for 4 on fourth down conversions, which means they could not convert. I don't care if you get 10 turnovers. If you can't
40.
convert on the field, you're not going to get any kind of status or scoring.
Hey, AAA expects Thanksgiving travel to be absolutely nuts. They got over 55 million people will be traveling at the 30.5% increase from last year, third most since 2000. So be careful out there, and you'll have 26 cookies, 12 slices of pie, and 13 cupcakes over the holidays.
20.
How about that?
Enjoy every moment of it.
Hour
too.
number 2 is coming up. We got a lot of college football to get into. How about those walks in Tucson? It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910.
Clear.
Rock for WrightToyota.com. At Wright Toyota, they'd like you to get to know them. Their goal is to make buying your next vehicle the kind of experience that earns your recommendation to family and friends. They invite you to use all of their innovative web tools on WrightToyota.com. So if you're looking for a new or pre-owned Toyota, head to their interactive website at WrightToyota.com. The right price, the right selection, all at WrightToyota.com.
Chances to win cash every Monday continues from the CAZ Sports Bar and Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The jackpot is growing. The squares and props are delivering. The food is delicious and the games have been incredible. Come out, join the Fox Sports 910 team as they host their one-of-a-kind sports promotion that has been going strong for over 20 years. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy BS Monday Night Tailgate event every week at the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to 99.9 KEZ. Plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free. Never sounded so good.
The human soul has a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So join MGM Rewards now and visit MGMResorts.com to book your next Vegas getaway. Welcome to the show.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizep, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. And visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Gillette Intimate gives guys a gentle and easy shave on there, and around there, and even under there. Don't treat your groin like junk. Respect it with Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get. Buy now at a retailer near you.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Tomorrow from 10 to 1. This is KGME Phoenix, KESC HD2 Phoenix. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your sports talk, podcasts, and music. Free never sounded so good.
Coyotes return to the ice, ready to skate against the LA Kings. Connor Ingram is tonight's starting goaltender. Arizona retains its ranking of third in the nation, according to the latest USA Today men's basketball coaches poll, with only Kansas and Purdue above them. UConn and Marquette fill out the top 5. Couple of overtimes for the Suns last night, but they got the W, coming out with the win over the Durant at 30. Rebounds short of a triple-double. Devin Booker contributed 26. The Cardinals now 2-9 with yesterday's loss to the Texans. Kyler Murray threw for 214 yards and a score. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910. Available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Nice Monday on tap. We'll see temperatures right where they should be for this time of the year. Mid-70s with plenty of sun. And then tonight, clear skies with those temperatures dipping down into the low 50s. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Ty Brennan.
This report is sponsored by KFC. KFC's 2 for $5 chicken wraps. 'Tis the season for tasty goodness with KFC's new mac and cheese, classic and spicy slaw chicken wraps. Did they mention you can get any 2 for only $5? It's finger licking good.
Back to Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, broadcasting live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is a sports fan's paradise. You are locked in to Fox Sports 910, live from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. Time for the top local and national stories of the hour. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona. Bet big on your favorite teams and players in an environment that's as exciting as the game you're watching. There's no better place in the Valley to get in on the action. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar. Now, guys, what's your top story this hour?
Defensive absence to be 7-3.
In motion is Swain. We'll use all 4 tight ends today. Murray dancing in the pocket. He's looking long. He's looking for Rondale Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And Collins for a moment gets it to Marketing. Marketing has it blocked by Durant, but did they call a foul? They called a foul on the 3-point attempt.
You're hot.
All right, how about those Cardinals? They fell to the Texans yesterday. You just heard Kevin Durant. He dropped in 39 as they went in double overtime. As you heard Kevin Ray there talking about that foul, but it was wisely challenged, and they did not go up to the foul line to tie that game. They had an opportunity, that being Utah. And then tonight, you got the Yotes. The Yotes are back at it. They lost on Saturday, and Connor Ingram is on a 5-game winning streak. He will be in gold tonight. And that streak, it's only been achieved by Arizona goaltenders twice in the last decade. Ranta and Kemper are the only 2 others. So that's on tonight. You can watch it on DirecTV, Channel 61, as well as Cox and everybody else. So that's now on Channel 6. So you can catch the Yotes. But as we talk about the Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, we get into some sounds of the weekend, and right out of the gate, this was the play of, I guess this is really the only highlight you could really call, I think, when you look at Kyler Murray and what he did yesterday, and it was a hell of a way to start as the first passing TD of the season, and it was Murray to Moore.
In motion is Swain. We'll use all 4 tight ends today. Murray dancing in the pocket. He's looking long. He's looking for Rondale Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
How about that? I made it 7-0, but that was about it, courtesy of CBS. Remember Isaiah Simmons?
Yes. Yeah.
I sure do.
I remember him. Yep.
Here's a 54-yard pick 6 yesterday for the New York Giants.
Howell under pressure, and then he will throw. Picked off. Isaiah Simmons with the interception down the sideline. Simmons into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
Big win for the Giants yesterday. And how about ASU's Brandon Ayuk with a 76-yard reception from some quarterback that had a perfect passing rating yesterday, Brock Purdy.
Hughes check left, going deep down the sideline for Ayuk. He's got it, and he's gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
Raiders!
San Francisco! Ayuk is on fire!
Gotta love KMBR with the call there. We need some of that here in Phoenix.
Yes.
All right, and how about Trevor Lawrence? He had a hell of a game. 2 touchdowns in the air, 2 on the ground. Here's the one. Was an epic reach on a 9-yard run touchdown, his first score on the ground in 2023.
Travis Etienne lines up at the top of your screen. Lawrence instead looking left. He evades the initial sacker. Lawrence going to run for it. Lawrence, end zone, touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence, coming off that bye week, big win over the Titans, 34-13.
They
14.
needed that too.
They sure did. I mean, as far as some of these teams, this is that point in the year where you start to get yourself on track, eliminate all the stuff that you've had going wrong with you the first 8-9 games of the year. And I thought, that game yesterday, Jacksonville finally hitting on all cylinders.
The Browns are going to stick with DTR to next week as he came in for Watson, or not Watson, Deshaun Watson being hurt. And this is the winning field goal as the Browns got by the Steelers.
Snap. Hopkins sweeps the leg. It's perfect. Cleveland takes the lead.
Talk about a
kid
defense.
Doesn't miss, man.
No, he
Hopkins
doesn't.
is just
How about the emotion after that kick and DTR with the emotion, the tears screaming, just streaming down his face?
Well, you got to remember, this is the best defense in the league. It's going to have to help support you as a rookie. They did just enough that as far as scoring and get those field goals on top of everything, 2 field goals and a touchdown. I mean, against the Steelers, you're coming in your own backyard to get that. I think what he understands is this team is where they now 7-3, have a shot at winning that AFC North. And for that young guy to go, man, I won my first game as start to finish. By the way, I guess Joe Flacco is going to be the emergency quarterback for the Cleveland Browns as he signed this afternoon.
As we continue with some of the highlights, these are our top highlights from yesterday in the National Football League. I hate to give you a Dallas Cowboy pick 6, but I was told the Suits wanted us to promote Thursday's game, which will be heard here as the Commanders and the Cowboys will be heard here on Fox Sports 910 right here on the flagship of the Dallas Cowboys, right?
That's right.
Is that what we are?
Yeah, that's what we are.
2 p.m. starts. I'm being facetious there, but here's the highlights of the Suits. Will keep us on.
Here's Bryce Young. He's got time here, and he throws, and it's intercepted. It's Deron Bland again. Bland looking for another pick 6, and he's got it. It's his 4th of the year.
He's having a hell of a year. Yes. Thanks to Fox. Jalen Ramsey, he had a big one, too. A big, not a pick 6, but a big INT in Miami's big win.
2nd down and 10. Good time. Going deep. Looking for Tucker. Intercepted. Another one for Ramsey. Another interception. Sealing the game for the Dolphins.
Guy's worth every penny.
Oh, my goodness.
I was just going to say that, the Raiders, now that they have changed coaches, even though they lost that game to Miami in Miami, they were in that game whole way.
Moral victory, Jimmy? Moral victory?
No, not in the NFL.
Much more competitive. But when Tyreek Hill catches a football, is he just like gone? I mean, he cut that dig route and he just took off. I mean, I bet it like a 4 flat.
Oh, easy.
I wonder what they call it, the speed of what he must have been.
Had the speed gun on
25 miles an hour, easy.
And who doesn't like a post-game speech? Here's Coach Campbell after Detroit got another win, got their 8th win of the season.
Guys, we are a resilient team, gentlemen. We are resilient. We're going to find a way to win. They freaking came out and they fought us, but we fought harder. And we went and got the win. That's outstanding. That's division win number 2. I got one game ball. All right, hey, listen, to make the rally that we did and to come back, man, we needed some stops. We get the stops. Offense, we go down, we strike. We need another stop, we get the stop. Hutch, where you at, brother?
Man, we got the shit done. Man, I'm really excited about this year. I think we're going to do some special shit, especially with the adversity we just dealt with, how we overcame it, man. So to keep pushing week by week. Let's go. Yes, win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Don't you find it interesting? The Bears cleaned their clock in the first half.
Yeah.
And Detroit was not very good at all. And Chicago was in control of that game. And then in the second half, you got to remember that you're talking about the Detroit Lions quarterback getting picked 3 times. 3 times he tossed that ball away. And yet Detroit finds a way to come back and win the game. Manuch, what do they always say? Good teams find a way.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you're down 20-14 at the end of the third quarter, and you get shut out in that third quarter.
Yeah.
You score 17, but as Coach Campbell said, they got some stops, and they took advantage of them. And Jared Goff and that offense, the high potent offense, went right down the field and basically, took that game. You're going to have games like that. You got to overcome.
Yeah.
You're lethargic. You're just not feeling it. That was a home game too. So that was a big win for them.
And finally, Los Angeles Charger head coach Brandon Staley says he isn't here to talk to the fans.
I'm not here to talk to the fan base. I'm here to talk to my players, the locker room. I know that we give ourselves a chance to win every single week with the game plans that we have, okay? And we have done it here. You guys act like we've never played good defense. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. You act like we haven't made any improvements. Today, in the run game, we played outstanding. We're rushing the quarterback well. What we got to do a better job of is in the passing game. And that's where our full attention is, and it's where it will continue to be. There were a lot of other things that caused us to lose today. It certainly wasn't our defense. It was the way we played as a team. We didn't play well enough on the red zone on offense. We dropped too many passes. Okay, we gave up a few killer sacks. Okay, we did this as a team. Stop making it about one unit, because that's not what happened out there today. Our team lost.
This guy's getting a lot of heat.
He is.
And I don't think he deserves it. I mean, he's 4-6. He had 10 wins last year. Lost in the wild card.
Yeah.
9 wins the year before that. I mean, I think there's a lot of teams that would love a coach to have that many wins.
Well, I think this year they expect him to go above and beyond.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of his decisions. Speaking of fourth down conversions, this guy overdoes it. It's cost him a couple victories. And I will say this year, if you don't think that players don't recognize what you're doing and not doing on the football field, that locker room, a lot of the reports coming out are frustrated with him and his decisions on what they're doing and not doing on the offense. And that can wear on a team. Now, you only got, 7 more games to go. So you're going to have to win out and win the majority of the games if you're going to get back in that playoff hunt.
I will say this. There were 2 instances where wide receivers were open and they would have been touchdowns for the Chargers. Both wideouts dropped those passes. Drop those passes.
And that contributes to teams going the wrong way.
There you go.
Sunday Sounds are brought to you by the CAZ Monday Night Tailgate, which is where we are today. You can watch the game, bet the game. Join us every Monday night as you win your share of the money during our kickoff challenge, our props, our squares. Sometimes we do football bingos. It's all free. Just be present here in the CAZ Sportsbook Sports Bar. They got an incredible sports book. You got to come on out. We're going to catch up with Casey at the bottom of the hour, find out how the book did this weekend, and look ahead towards Thanksgiving and the big games, specifically Ohio State, Michigan. Tonight it is Eagles and Chiefs. Myself and Jax will be hosting the party. But coming up, we will recap Week 12 in football. What happened up north at NAU? They finished off strong in their Big Sky Conference. I can't believe what's going on down at Arizona. Unfortunately, we know what happened at Arizona State, but we'll kind of put a recap on what went on this past weekend. The K-State Kansas thing is not even a rivalry. That's a joke. 15 wins. I mean, if you win 15 times, doesn't mean it's not a rivalry anymore.
Well, we'd probably lost over the years 15 in a row prior to that, Rock. So
to Kansas
back in the mid 70s. My senior year was the first time we beat KU in 5 years. We finally beat them. My final game, my
It's a
senior year.
basketball school. What were you guys? A farming school?
Well,
They
we are a football school that happens to be a good basketball school at that point. So 15 in a row, the Governor's Cup, we win once again over the Kahoo Chicken Hawks out of Lawrence.
All right, we'll get into that next. Jimmy B here on Fox Sports 910.
Clear.
ABC 15, Sanderson Ford, Sanderson Lincoln, and U-Haul present the 23rd annual Operation Santa Claus. For more info, go to givetotheclaus.com.
Looking for the perfect destination to perfect your putting? Welcome to Putting World, the ultimate 18-hole indoor putting course designed to delight golf enthusiasts of all levels. Immerse yourself in the art of putting as you navigate our greens. Whether you're a seasoned golfer or a curious beginner, Putting World promises an unforgettable experience for everyone. Swing by today to elevate your golf game to new heights. Visit us at the Scottsdale Promenade or learn more at puttingworld.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, the scenic views stick around after the sun sets, and your favorite cocktails keep you company long after overtime. Where else can you unwind with bourbon and late-night bites? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
The Sun Devil men's basketball season is fast approaching. Frankie Collins, who drives to the goal, dunks it in. Join the action this year and catch USC, UCLA, Washington, and Arizona when all come to Desert Financial Arena in the final year of the Pac-12 Conference. Collins, great spin move, drives to the basket and lays it in. Get your tickets today by calling 480-965-5812 or go online to sundeviltickets.com. Sun Devil men's basketball, onward to victory.
The right price, the right selection. It's all now at Wright Toyota in Scottsdale. Stop by today and see why Wright Toyota continues to be Arizona's top Toyota dealership, located just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard and online at wrighttoyota.com.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. Come on in. Our slots are spinning, our dealers are dealing, and everyone's yelling bingo. Isn't it about time you see your friends again? So stop by to say hello. Stay a while. Relax. Enjoy yourself. We'd love to see you again. Hey, this place was made to entertain. We're your Casino, Arizona.
Hi, I'm Dominic from Venezia's. Let's talk holiday catering. We can cater for just a few or a few hundred.
That's right, Dominic. Ordering for your holiday party is easy at Venezia's. We'll work with you and develop a menu that can include pizza, pasta, salads, and even stromboli. We serve authentic Italian food using only the freshest ingredients. It's food that will leave everyone begging for more.
Holiday catering from Venezia's. Check out our catering menu at venezias.com.
It's Ellie Kemper, co-host of the podcast Born to Love, with some straight talk for Walmart shoppers. Walmart is the place to go for savings. And now you can save even more with Straight Talk Gold or Platinum Unlimited wireless plans. You'll get unlimited 5G data and a free Walmart Plus membership, which includes free delivery from your local Walmart store, savings on gas, plus so much more. Not to mention my new nickname, Savvy McSavercash. Switch or learn more today at Walmart or straighttalk.com.
Requires active service. One offer per eligible Straight Talk account. Standard data usage applies. For Walmart Plus, $35 order minimum for free delivery. Restrictions apply. Paramount Plus essential plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
Hey, it's Amanda, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're so easy for the holidays. They're warm and flavorful. It's always a crowd pleaser. When I put down a nugget tray, everyone is happy.
Hey, this is Brian, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is the joy that it brings to me and everybody around me during the holidays. They're warm, juicy, and delicious.
Cater the holidays with Chick-fil-A today. Available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Back to Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, broadcasting live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is a sports fan's paradise. You are locked in to Fox Sports 910, live from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona.
That has a little bit of a resonance to it, that block that we'll get back to. Well, it's going to be a touchdown. Montana Lamoni's crack, 32 yards, and Arizona hammering in this first quarter.
Final minute now of the first half as Penix heaves it down into the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Odunze for the second time tonight.
Howard keeps it. Howard to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Our fourth lead change tonight puts K-State back on top. Carson Beck's got 2 touchdown passes today. Looking for another. Throws it complete. Rosemy Jack Saint, number 3 on the day for Beck. Touchdown, Georgia.
There you have it. So the big games from this past weekend. Let's start with Arizona as they crushed Utah 42-18. Jed Fish, Pac-12 Coach of the Year. Let's just give it to him now.
Absolutely.
Wildcats' first 8-win season since 2014. They had 1 touchdown via block punt, and then they scored a bunch in the garbage time too. But they got the score up there a little bit, I think. But that was all right. They had 4 scoring drives of 60 or more, didn't turn the ball over, held Utah to 3.2 yards per carry and 7.7 yards per play, the most the Utah has allowed in a game this season. So they've jumped to 16 in the latest AP poll, up 3 spots after beating, of course, Utah, which is no longer ranked. It was the 4th win this season, very important, over an AP-ranked team, the most since 1989. Jax wasn't even born, though 3 of those teams are no longer in the top 25.
I got to tell you, to watch that team 3 years ago to what we saw Saturday, you talk about a miraculous recovery, a miraculous way of turning a program around. That was one of the cleanest, full-fledged, onslaughted games I've ever seen U of A play, maybe going back to maybe Desert Swarm, and then Teddy Bruschi and those guys were playing. You see the offense, the defense. I've never seen a U of A team have that combined offense, defense. I've been here since 1960. To see that combined at the same time, that was incredible. And they matched the physicality, folks, of Utah from the get-go.
Here's my question for you. If they didn't make the quarterback change, let's say that they are just staying with Delora and he didn't get injured, and Fafita is still on the bench, would they still have this same record? Or in your estimation, Manuch, has the quarterback change made that much of this being so good?
Yes. Yeah, Fafita's made that much of a difference.
Okay.
His accuracy, his running, his timing. He is doing some of the things I have not seen Delora do. He's done a decent job. This kid's taken it to an all-new level, and I think he understands what Jed Fish and his offense want to accomplish, because you've seen these 4 wins, as Rock alluded to, of these ranked teams go to another level. And I've never seen that ever in the consistency of Delora when he was at Washington State or at U of A. So to answer your question, yes, this young man has really taken this offense to a new level because he understands it. He executes it. He doesn't really put them in harm's way as far as forcing a football into a situation where they get an interception here, interception there. They score and he's in there.
If you're a Power 5 school AD, you may want to call Jed Fish, especially with the recent reports of the financial issues that they're having down there in Tucson.
I agree.
And by the way, a win in the Territorial Cup and an Oregon loss to Oregon State, which could happen. I doubt it, but it could, because it is a rivalry game. That would put U of A in the Pac-12 final for the first time since 2014.
Just think of that's amazing that you would say that.
Yeah.
If Oregon gets beat by Oregon State, Arizona
is in.
Just think if you would have said that at the beginning of the season, we all just would have thrown things at you.
That would have been to this level of the coach at USC going to Texas.
Oh, sure. A&M. Well, I got news for you. He may consider that job now. With the way that team is.
Yeah, Riley's not going anywhere. Yeah. What's that, Jackson?
I was going to say their season total for wins before the season was the same as U of A at 3.5.
Yeah.
ASU.
As ASU.
Yeah.
NAU took care of Jimmy B's alma mater, Eastern Washington, in some place called Ruse Field. I don't know what the hell that is.
Because it's red.
Yeah,
it's ugly.
They should just call it Red Field. But Lumberjacks, they jumped out to a 35-7 lead. And then Jimmy's Eagles came back, and they made it 35-35, 28 unanswered points. But they prevailed, and the conference finish for NAU is their best in since 2017 as they go 5-3 in the Big Sky. Consecutive wins to the end of the season is good for that program.
And according to Jax, the Big Sky, and I do believe him, is the best conference right now in FBS. It is. It's that good. The Big Sky is.
ASU, of course, they got blown out by Bo Nix, tossed a program best, career high 6 touchdowns in the first half, 49-13. They scored on all 6 of their drives in the first half. They were shutting out ASU 42-0, 444 yards of total offense. ASU managed 147 in the first half.
All right, Manuch, then my question to you is, and Rock just referenced Bo Nix, how incredible has this kid taken off this season at the University of Oregon?
Well, he made the decision to come back this season. The main thing with the new offensive coordinator, he interviewed the coordinator. He was looking to come out next year, go to the combine, go do the whole thing. But they said, hey, wait, with Lanning coming in there and a new offensive coordinator, he wanted to interview him. And he liked what he heard, and he felt this is how he can enhance his game to improve his positioning. And oh, by the way, a chance of winning the Heisman Trophy. So right now I watch him 24 for 29, and to see how he's been, the timing, the accuracy. I mean, it was like a 7-on-7 scrimmage against ASU secondary.
He lit him up.
He basically did. He's looked poised. He's looked accurate. And quite frankly, his game has improved as a quarterback coming back one more year to Oregon.
So week 12 of the college football season is in the rearview mirror. It was highlighted by Washington getting by Oregon State 22-20 in Corvallis, as that locked up the Pac-12 game for them. And again, they'll play Oregon or Arizona. But they stay at 11-0. Florida State, they stay unbeaten. They won 58-13 over North Alabama. They were losing that game 13-0. They lost Jordan Travis for the season.
Oh.
He's out. Kansas State, no big deal. We'll move
baby,
on that
go
one.
Cats, EMAW.
Clemson upset North Carolina. Georgia, they rolled last weekend against Mississippi. They followed up this weekend with Tennessee. Ohio State, no problem with Minnesota. Michigan struggled a little bit against Maryland.
Yeah.
But all eyes on Ann Arbor next weekend. They'll meet. Will likely a playoff spot will be on the line. Well, this is one of the most anticipated regular season games, as some say, in college football history. Not sure if I would go that far, but both teams undefeated. The Buckeyes, they've won their last 3 games by a combined 110-22. On the flip side, Michigan found a way to get by Maryland 31-24.
That's a good
They're
game.
dealing with a lot of injuries on their offensive line.
Yes.
But this should make for a good one. Alabama, by the way, they scheduled their annual cupcake game with Chattanooga. The Mocs, they're 7-4 on the season, will actually be in the FCS playoffs. They didn't stand a chance against the Tide. They got rolled 66-10. How about Southern California? The only good thing about what happened to them yesterday is their regular season's over. UCLA
Finally
took advantage of a bunch of mistakes, controlled the line of scrimmage, and they won 38-20. Florida, brutal year they're having, an ugly year for them. 6-7. Billy Napier's first season was 5-5 heading into games against Missouri and Florida State at the end of the regular season. They need to get at least one win to get bowl eligible.
Right.
How about that for that? Auburn lost to New Mexico State.
Wow.
Now, New Mexico State is a lot better than they used to be.
Jerry Kill's the head coach there.
And here they are getting beat 31-10. This was the first win against an SEC team after 27 losses in a row for New Mexico State. They got a nice payday too, $1.85 million. Florida State, as I mentioned, they were down 13-0. North Alabama did win that game. Nebraska, Matt Rule's first season, I thought they're close to being a bowl team too. They need one more win in their finale against Iowa to get there. So the rankings will come out again tomorrow night, and we'll see how that all plays out. But great weekend of college football once again.
And another Purdy on the scene. Chuba Purdy started for Nebraska. They had an outstanding game, and then taking that into overtime. By the way, folks, people don't realize this. Oregon State shut out Washington's offense in that second half. So this Oregon State-Oregon game, I mean, you look at the defense, they shut them out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, Oregon State's got a chance
They could play.
to come back and win this game. If it wasn't for just a couple mishaps in the fourth quarter, they could have beaten the Huskies.
Real quick, some the latest when it comes to what bowl teams will be here for the Guaranteed Rate Bowl December 26th or the Fiesta Bowl in January 1. Big 10, Big 12 for the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Right now, the projection is Maryland versus Kansas. That's a tough one, man. I know they like to see. I'm not wearing my yellow jacket right now, but that is not a very appealing game for travel.
I was gonna say you got Tagovailoa as a quarterback to watch.
That is not of any interest.
Not a draw.
Now one person can pronounce that guy's name. Fiesta Bowl, man. Tulane and Washington, 2 at-larges. I would hate to see that one too, and it's an 11:00 game, which will make it tough. And then when you look at the Rose Bowl, Michigan, Florida State, Sugar Bowl, Georgia, Texas. Of course, this all has to do with what happens with Michigan, Ohio State
Right, yeah.
in the national championship if Michigan gets by Ohio State, which I mean, I'm an Ohio State fan. I could see Michigan winning at home. But I think that offensive line is going to really be an issue. But either way, I think Georgia rolls whoever they play.
And the other thing with Florida State, with Jordan Travis not quarterback in the rest of the year, you talk about the Rose Bowl. You know, you think you want all hands on deck. You want everybody healthy. You want everybody ready to go. You talk about this Michigan-Ohio State game. I mean, when you have bowl games come to your forefront, to your backyard, you'd love to see the best of the best and no asterisk by anybody's name or team when they come into here. But, I mean,
kind of Manuch, I think it's changed. TV dictates everything.
Yeah.
You want a good matchup for television, but more importantly, on the local level, you want schools that are going to travel.
Sure.
KU,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Maryland?
No, that ain't going to happen.
Maryland doesn't travel.
No.
I would rather take a 5 and whatever
Sure.
Nebraska team.
That'll travel.
That will
Yeah.
travel.
You could get Iowa.
Iowa would travel
after they get blasted in the championship game of the Big Ten.
Yeah, that'll probably happen.
It'll be ugly.
Celebrate El Bandino Yankee Tequila Tuesday. We'll be out at the location in Tempe tomorrow from 1 to 4. So come on by and join us there. Coming up next, we'll catch up at ABC 15's Craig Fooey for his weekly Fact or Fooey. And then Casey Walsh from the Sportsbook here at Casino Arizona. So appreciate you hanging out with us today. It's Roc and Manuch, BB.
What's trending on Fox Sports 910 Phoenix?
Suns beat the Jazz in 2 overtimes yesterday, and they're preparing now for tomorrow's NBA in-season tournament game against the Trailblazers. The Cardinals are moving on from yesterday's dismal loss to the Texans to prepare for the Rams in Week 12. The Coyotes are back on the ice. They'll skate against the LA Kings. Connor Ingram is tonight's starting goaltender. And Arizona retains its ranking of 3rd in the nation, according to the brand new USA Today men's basketball coaches poll. Only Kansas and Purdue are above them. Connecticut and Marquette fill out this week's top 5. I'm Frank Arity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Sun Devil football returns to Mountain America Stadium to face the arch-rival Arizona Wildcats in the Territorial Cup game Saturday, November 25th.
Scadaboo sets up, throws downfield, caught for a touchdown by Elijah Badger.
Get your tickets today by calling 480-727-0000 or go online to sundeviltickets.com. Be there, be loud, and wear gold.
Scadaboo lowers his head, bounces off a tackler, gets to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Devils!
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. I mean, where else are the scenic views as good as your view of the game? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Over the years, Lerner Rose helped over 150,000 injured people recover billions of dollars for their injuries and over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. What does that mean to you when you're looking for an attorney to handle your personal injury case? That means that Lerner Rose is a law firm that not only has experience, but proven results to recover money for your injuries. The insurance companies know which attorneys won't put up a fight. When you call us, we call them, and they know they have to pay.
Lerner and Roach is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Need the gift of all gifts for this holiday season. How does a big screen TV sound? Text Chevy to 59925. One lucky Fox Sports 910 listener will win a smart TV courtesy of your Valley Chevrolet dealers. Standard message and data rates apply. Details at rocandmanuch.com.
Chances to win cash every Monday continues from the CAZ Sports Bar and Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The jackpot is growing. The squares and props are delivering. The food is delicious and the games have been incredible. Come out, join the Fox Sports 910 team as they host their one-of-a-kind sports promotion that has been going strong for over 20 years. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B.S. Monday night tailgate event every week at the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona.
Hi, this is Kelly Cooper. Now picture this. You and your friends or family are gathered around a table, laughing, toasting, and sharing stories. At the Melting Pot, we're not just a restaurant, we're an experience. Are you ready to glow up your next birthday celebration? Look no further than the Melting Pot, where unforgettable moments are created and delicious memories are made. The Melting Pot is your perfect night out, where birthdays become memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, check us out online at meltingpot.com. That's meltingpot.com.
Dukes on Miller and McDowell.
The only place you're going to find 3 10-foot screens with games on full volume in 3 separate rooms, all in the same bar.
Dukes on Miller and McDowell.
With dozens more big screens. You'll find every game you're looking for only at Dukes, because there's only one Dukes. Voted best sports bar by New Times.
Dukes on Miller and McDowell.
Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, darts, karaoke and trivia nights. 3 huge patios on the Greenbelt, all doggy friendly.
Dukes, Miller and McDowell, Scottsdale.
Gillette Intimate gives guys a gentle and easy shave on there, and around there, and even under there. Don't treat your groin like junk. Respect it with Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get. Buy now at a retailer near you.
This Thanksgiving, Paramount Plus is serving up a tasty NFC East matchup when the Cowboys aim for another big win against the rival Commanders. It all kicks off at 4:30 Eastern. The NFL on CBS streams live on Paramount Plus.
Back to Roc and Manuch with Jimmy P, broadcasting live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is a sports fan's paradise. You are locked into Fox Sports 910, live from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. It's time for Fact or Phooey with ABC 15 Sports Director Craig Phooey. Phooey joins the guys each Monday to break down the top stories of the weekend. And as a reminder, Manuch writes the questions. Now here's ABC 15's Craig Phooey.
How's your Monday, Phooey?
So far, so good. Thanksgiving week. I'm surprised you guys are working.
We always work, Coach.
Yeah, come on, Coach.
We're surprised we got Thanksgiving off.
I thought it was like National Garbage Collectors Day or something. You guys were taking the day off. Radio is the best, right?
Hey, oh, okay. All right. So a 2-minute sportscast.
Yeah.
Really?
How do you beat that?
Yeah. Hey, Phooey, I just want to tell you, pal, I really appreciate it. Look, I know that you are the general manager of that television station. Everything goes through you. Thank you for getting the Yotes on a TV channel that I can watch on DirecTV. Thank you, my brother.
Don't you have an antenna on your house?
No.
Oh, you don't have one inside?
No.
Dude, he does. He has a flip phone.
Yeah.
He can't do anything like that.
You know all
technology
that, but
to it.
listen, anybody over 50 is cutting the cable. Nobody's got DirecTV or Dish or
I do. I love DirecTV.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy.
Well, yeah, it's on DirecTV, channel 61.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I said I know that you told them whoever you needed to tell, hey, Jimmy B needs to see this, and we got to get it on channel 61.
Well, weren't the Coyotes like sending out antennas too? I mean,
they
had
were.
some kind of deal.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you can go to any retail store and get one for like $10 to $20.
Yeah, or go to Goodwill, Jimmy, where you buy your shirts.
That's a consignment.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get to it. 5 questions with ABC 15's Craig Phooey. All right, start with the Cardinals. Jonathan Gannon's refusal to kick the field goal on 4th and 3 with about 12 minutes left in that fourth quarter cost the Cardinals the game. Fact or Phooey?
Well, there's a whole lot that goes into a game, winning and losing, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that choosing not to kick a field goal with 35 seconds to go in the game to put you at 21-19 was the difference between winning and losing that game.
Well, Coach, I think let me back up a little bit on this. Let's wrap up. I mean, you get a touchdown. Okay, you go for 2 to get within 3 points, right? You don't get it. So you get the ball 4th and 3, 12 minutes left in the game. Chip shot field goal. Now you're down by 2. Otherwise, you get the ball, you get down. Now you have a chance to go down and kick a field goal and, win the game. I just thought that
it wasn't the last drive you were talking about. It's the 12:54 to go.
That was the question.
That's my confusion.
Yeah, that was the
okay.
question.
That was my confusion.
Yeah, it cost the Cardinals a chance to win at the end of the game with a field goal. So, the fact that they didn't on that one, factor Phooey, Coach.
Okay, I'm tracking with you now.
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
Listen, and in all reality, that should have been a blowout win by the Texans, right? I mean,
3
turnovers. They were in the red zone like 3 times, through interceptions. This shouldn't even been close. But you know what? The Texans kept opening the door. The Cardinals just couldn't get through it. So, yeah, I mean, listen, but you know what? I'm telling you what, the metrics say you got to go for it there.
Yeah, the metrics. Yeah, exactly. The metrics costing this team wins from that. But I forget, you got to, the metrics come into play if you want to tank a season. That's what you got to bring into play in order to make sure you're tanking properly. Okay. Enough said on that one, Coach. All right. Question number 2. I'm sorry. I just got to vent once in a while, Coach. Just got to do that. All right. Question number 2. Kyler Murray's running ability and not passing ability is the only thing keeping the Cardinals' drives from stalling. They're still only 30% on third down conversions, 3 for 10, and 25% on fourth down conversions, 1 for 4. Factor fooling running ability versus passing ability.
Well, yesterday, yes. I mean, listen, he had 7 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Didn't throw the ball late in the game, right? It was coming off his hand like a duck. I mean, I don't know what happened because that's not typical of Kyler Murray, but he took a beating yesterday. I will say that. He wasn't afraid to drop a shoulder and get hit or take a sack, when he had
3.
to. But, 7 carries, 51 yards, not too bad, right?
All right, Coach, we're going to change sports here. Let's go to the round ball. And Suns forward Kevin Durant averaging a little more than 31 points per game. In back-to-back games, he went 38 and 39 in wins for the Suns over the Jazz in Utah. Factor Fooey, is he the early favorite for the league's MVP?
After 13 games, absolutely. Let's keep in mind, right, the Suns are now 7-6, so they've played 13 games. And I think in terms of a sample size of the season, of an 82-game season, I'd say, yes, we'll give it to him now. Let's make it a Thanksgiving award.
Damn,
do
Skippy. Make sure that happens.
All right, question 4, as we're short on time. This year's ASU U of A rivalry game at Sun Devil Stadium must be a sellout in order to show the ASU program it's heading in the right direction. Factor Fooey.
What?
Yeah, got to be a sellout.
Got to be sellout.
Wait a second. Who writes these questions?
Manucci.
Yeah, showing that we're supporting Kenny Dillingham. Yeah.
What? No, listen, stop. Should it be a sellout? Sure. It's Arizona State. It's a territorial cup. Will it be? I don't know. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Who knows? But does it have to be a sellout to show that ASU is going in the right direction? No. Jed Fish can't get a sellout in Tucson, and they have 8 wins. I mean, how do you not get a sellout down there, right? When you're winning every game. I don't think that the fan reaction to this or the sellout or no sellout has anything to do with direction going, the program going in the right direction. I think I have a lot of respect for Kenny Dillingham and what he's doing. He's hanging in there, giving the same message, trying to change the culture. I think the guy's doing a heck of a job in his first year with an empty hand, right? If it was a poker hand, he'd lost $1 million already, but he's hanging in there tough.
All right, Coach, last question. ASU quarterback Jaden Rashada will be the main person to get ASU back on the right track, becoming a successful program in the Big 12. Fact or Fooey?
Jaden Rashada will be the guy, huh? If NIL money comes through for him. Name, image, and likeness, brother. That is the key to the success in the future of college football. We're going to see how many guys transfer out of ASU in the portal this year, right? I mean, after you go through a season like they are and you're struggling to get wins, and you got 3 on the season because you beat Southern Utah, right? And got a UCLA win on the road and beat Washington State. I mean, it's going to be tough to see. Kenny talks over and over again about the guys that are buying in, but we're going to find out when the transfer portal opens in December how many guys exit, right, and how many guys come in. And it's all going to come down to NIL money. It's the same thing. I just talked to Shane Dale from the Wildcat country just earlier today about NIL for Jed Fish in Tucson. It's the same thing, right? Can you come up with the money to keep guys here? Yeah. That's what it's going to come down to.
Fooey, have a great Thanksgiving, you and your family, and thanks so much. We're thankful for you being a part of our show every week. And
you guys are awesome.
Love you, buddy.
Thanks. Keep writing those questions. I'm looking forward to next week.
See you, buddy.
Always do, Coach. Can't wait to get your responses.
That's ABC 15's Craig Fooey on Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. Hey, you want to win a big screen TV? We're giving away 5 of them. Just text PEAKS to 59925. That's PEAKS to 59925. Standard message and data rates do apply. And make sure you watch all the games throughout the weekend at any of the 5 Valley Twin Peaks locations. We broadcast there every Thursday, but this one. And next week we'll be at, I believe, Glendale. Yes, Glendale next week. Thanks to Blue Moon and Coors Light. So coming up, Rams open as a slim favorite over the Cardinals. Cardinals are +1 as they take on the Rams for Week 12. We're going to find out some of the games looking ahead for this weekend, as well as what happened this past weekend, as Casey Walsh, joins us next from the Sportsbook here at Kiss.
Check this clear. This is The Herd. You're excited. I'm excited.
With Colin Cowherd.
If you have the guy, and a lot of you fans are trying to convince yourself your quarterback's the guy. If you have the guy, you win without the perfect team, or at least you're highly, highly productive. Lamar Jackson is now 53-19 in the NFL. Let that bake for us.
This is The Herd. Tomorrow at 10. Listen to Fox Sports 910 anywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.
See your Valley Chevy dealers today during Chevy's truck season. Every truck has a story. Make yours a strong one. It's Chevy truck season. See your Valley Chevy dealers today.
A homeowner just like you decides to fix his roof.
Okay.
He backs up his truck, ties one end of the rope to the bumper and the other to himself.
Smart.
He's working on the backside of the roof until...
What? Wait, no.
Yes, Dad was in tow.
Ooh, was he hurt?
A few bruises and his pride.
Save yourself with State 48 Roofing, offering maintenance, repairs, and replacements. Of course, licensed, insured, and bonded. From residential to commercial. State48roofing.com.
Got the urge to pick games each week? Thursday, Sunday, even Mondays? Then sign up now for the Twin Peaks Fan Pick'em, courtesy of Blue Moon and Coors Light. It's totally free to play. Head to fanpick'em.com. That's fanpick'em.com.
It's Chevy truck season, and with a Chevy Silverado, there's no such thing as an uphill battle. With a Chevy Silverado, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. Because with impressive towing capability, an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen, and a choice of powerful engines to pick from, whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado with the capability you need. See your Valley Chevy dealers.
Arizona's largest locally owned A-plus BBB rated towing company is All City Towing. They're always looking to add motivated and competitive team members. Do you fit the bill? If so, head on over to allcitytowing.com/careers for more information.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. Come on in. Our slots are spinning, our dealers are dealing, and everyone's yelling bingo. Isn't it about time you see your friends again? So stop by to say hello. Stay a while. Relax. Enjoy yourself. We'd love to see you again. Hey, this place was made to entertain. We're your Casino, Arizona.
Hey, this is Kelly Cooper. Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? Look no further than BKD's Backyard Joint. At BKD's, we're the destination for the best food, drinks, and sports experience in the Valley. Located at the corner of Pecos and McQueen and Chandler, BKD's Backyard Joint, where every day is game day.
I'm Byron Brown, personal injury attorney. Can you tell by the music that I'm educated and experienced? How about now? Can you tell I'm tough and I'll fight for you? That I'm down to kick it with y'all? That's a bunch of bullshit. When it comes to your personal injury case, I'm straight to the point. I'll answer your call. No BS. I'm Byron Brown, the anti-lawyer lawyer.
Byron Brown, the anti-lawyer lawyer. Call 1-800-ANTI-LAWYER.
When you switch to Boost Mobile, you can get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G and a pretty powerful way to get after it.
Like me, Tusi, a man who fell in love with music and fell on hard times. From writing songs in my room to sitting on top of the charts. All because I made poetry out of pain. And I always knew I'd be on the stage singing your favorite song.
Switch to Boost and get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone on America's largest 5G networks.
Boost Mobile. Get after it.
New customers only. Taxes extra. One device per line. 5G not available everywhere. Other restrictions apply.
Let's get ready for football!
It's Football at 50. The latest top football story trending this hour. Right here with Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. On Fox Sports 910 and the iHeartRadio app.
All right, Football 50 is the sports book here at the CAZ Sports Bar, as the Cardinals are now 6-5 against spread, while the Rams are 4-5-1 as they prepare to play each other this week. And Casey Walsh joins us here to preview and to kind of go back and talk about the book this past weekend. But since I brought up the Cards right out of the gate, where is that game right now? The spread, I know it opened up at +1. Is it still there as Rams still a slim favorite?
Yeah, we still have the Rams as a slight favorite there. Hasn't really seen any action yet on it. Should move throughout the week, though.
Was there a lot of play on Texans, maybe second half, or anything out of the ordinary for Arizona and Houston this past Sunday?
We had a little bit of action on both sides going with teasers. People teasing the Cardinals up to 11.5 and then teasing the Texans down to just a pick 'em.
Okay, I mean, do you have the phone number of these guys, the wise guys? Because I mean, I had it at 6. I lost. I mean, I took the Texans, and it just, well, you can thank Jonathan Gannon for why I lost. I mean, if he would have went for a couple field goals instead of going for it, went for 1 instead of 2, I'd be right there. I mean, that's 7. I mean, I'm going to be good.
Yep.
But come on.
They love going for these 4th downs nowadays.
What is up with that? So over the weekend, anything out of the ordinary in college on Saturday?
Not too much. We saw actually a lot of action on U of A against Utah.
Okay.
Actually +1.5. So that was a pretty big game for the day. Not too much other things. We had people taking Notre Dame -24.5. That was a real big one. Kansas State -8.5. A lot of people took that. But yeah, pretty solid regular day.
Arizona State Oregon game. The line was what? Do you remember right off the top of your head?
The Oregon State game?
Yeah, the Oregon ASU game first.
Oh yeah, that was 24.5.
Okay,
for the whole game.
They covered by halftime.
Yeah,
44-0 or something.
Yeah, but
42 zip. Yeah.
Bo Nix had 6 touchdowns in the first half.
Unbelievable.
Hey, when guys come in here to bet like a Kansas State game, those Kansas State fans, they come in with like pennies. I mean, do they or bread?
No,
how do they bet?
Most of the Kansas State are with nickels.
Yeah. Now that's why we're so wealthy. We really nickels. You can't buy a championship. I mean, come on. Anyway, all right, let's look ahead. We got some big games this week. Let's start with Thursday and the big game between the Packers and the Lions in Detroit, Thanksgiving Turkey Day, -7.5 Lions. Will you see some action on this team? Because they are playing some pretty good football right now, that being the Lions.
Yeah, we'll definitely see a lot of action on them. Again, there'll be a big teaser play this week to get them down to -1.5, get under that key number of 3. So we'll see a lot of action coming there. I don't see much action coming in on the Packers, plus the 7.5.
Okay. Cowboys still -11 with Commanders?
10.5.
10.5. Okay,
Yep.
So we've seen a little bit of movement there. And then Seahawks hosting the 49ers. -6.5. That seems like a low spread for me, but is that maybe because it's in Seattle?
Yeah, it definitely has an impact there. That's normally 3 points there. So that definitely brings it down some. But same reaction we had from all the guests last night. Nobody could believe that spread. Last night we opened it at 6. So all the people couldn't believe that number was that low.
How about the Thursday plan on Thursday nights? Does that affect much one way or the other?
Yeah, a little bit because of short notice. A little bit of injury information comes out a little bit later in the week. So it definitely has a little bit of an impact on it for sure.
What about tonight's game? Rock has already got his jersey on. He's hyped. He's gonna do the Monday night tailgate this evening along with Jax. How much action is going on for the rematch of Super Bowl?
We've actually seen a lot of action coming in since last night into today, and it's all Eagles.
Wow,
which is a little surprising.
And the line right now is
2.5. Chiefs -2.5, -120. Eagles plus the 2.5 at even money.
So
Rock wants to know.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a bunch of Kansas City fans come up to me yesterday and asked me to bet the game, and I said I'm taking Kansas City.
I agree.
And they're like, "What are you doing? You're an Eagles fan." I go, "Well, I want to take your money." So I mean, playing in Kansas City, I just think the Philly's a good team. Don't get me wrong; they're a real good team, but they've struggled in some games, and they're not blowing anybody away. But I'm just the Mahomes factor. I just don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I agree with you. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I think their defense is much better than it was in the Super Bowl. But offensively, yeah, I think they're a little challenged receiver-wise. But I think Mahomes and them will win tonight.
See, I'm just on the opposite page. I like the Eagles in tonight's game.
You're just trying to be friends with
No,
me.
I'm not. No, because I don't really
He's
care
sucking
that
up
much
to you
for
right
it.
now,
No.
Jimmy.
So
Yeah.
no, but the point, you always insult my shirts.
That's why.
So the point that I want to make is that you have a team in the Eagles which I don't think they've played their best game yet. And so I think that is a real possibility tonight just because of that rivalry factor. Am I all wet? Tell me I'm all wet. I'm okay with that.
It's kind of Captain Obvious, Jimmy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we're all agree to that. A lot
No,
of these
you
teams
won't.
are looking to finally turn it on.
I hope you're right, Jimmy. Whatever everybody says, I don't care. I'm glad that you're rooting for the Eagles tonight. And
I didn't say I was rooting. I said I thought the money on it.
I will bet it just for the heck of it because I'm wearing the Hurts
you are.
jersey today.
Yep, you
and,
are.
I've never worn this jersey. I literally have to take the tag off because I have a Donovan McNabb jersey and I have a Randall Cunningham
I know
jersey.
you have. I know you got
And
those.
I was going to wear those, but
Okay.
I can't wear the Randall because it's signed. But Donovan, even though I've seen Donovan multiple times, we've had him on the show, I've never signed it. But
he kicks
I've
you to
never.
the curb.
I always lose when I wear it, so I don't want to do it. All right, but let's get to the game of the week. I think for a lot of people that love college football, one of the biggest rivals, if not the rival, Ohio State, Michigan. What is the spread? Do you know off the top of your head and over under? And where's the public leaning so far?
We have the line at 3.5 Michigan. Total's about 46, I believe it is.
Okay.
So far we've seen action Ohio State. But we'll see a lot more of that trickling over the weekend.
Is that the hardball factor with him not being there, or is it just because everybody hates Michigan right now because
hate Ohio State
because
too.
of hardball?
Well, it's in Michigan, Jimmy. So
I
it's
know
going
it's
the
in
other way
Michigan.
around.
No,
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it's people aren't big into Michigan, but too many people weren't too impressed with them against Maryland. So that definitely sways a factor into it there.
Last one, Arizona State and Arizona.
We have that right now at 11.5.
11.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
For U of A.
All right. So those are some of the games. Casey Walsh joining us here. Bruins.
Still doing pretty good.
Okay. That's regular season. I'll talk to you in June.
30.
We'll come back. Hour number 3. We got Rudy Carpenter and Frank Sanders. Get you caught up with some of the stories this hour. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B from the CEZ Sportsbook.
I need a tease.
When you use your electric vehicle in autopilot or self-driving mode, accidents can still happen. Whether you're considered at fault or not, you may still have a claim. Lerner & Rowe has a dedicated team skilled in this new.
Need a tease for Frank, please? I need a tease for Frank Sanders, please. Yep. I need a tease, yeah. Go ahead. Thank you.
Available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
For tonight, look for mostly clear skies, temperatures dipping down into the low 50s. And then for your Tuesday, plenty of sunshine with temperatures topping out close to 77 degrees. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Ty Brennan.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Back to Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, broadcasting live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is a sports fan's paradise. You are locked in to Fox Sports 910, live from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. Time for the top local and national stories of the hour. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona. Bet big on your favorite teams and players in an environment that's as exciting as the game you're watching. There's no better place in the Valley to get in on the action. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar. Now, guys, what's your top story this hour?
Defensive absence to be 7-3. Mid-motion is Swain.
Get that highlight.
We'll use all four tight ends today. Murray dancing in the pocket. He's looking long.
It's the U of A block kick.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
And Collins for a moment gets it to Market in
the 4-second cut.
Has it blocked by Durant, but did they call a foul? They called a foul on the three-point
exchange.
All right, Cards, they fall short in Houston. The Suns, they slip past the Jazz in double overtime, and the Coyotes host the Kings tonight. It's Roc and Manuch, Jimmy B, out here at the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. Some college football action, you know by now, as ASU got crushed by Oregon, and then Arizona blasted Utah, and NAU, they picked up a nice win over Eastern Washington. The Territorial Cup is this Saturday as ASU is the host this year. College football action, basketball action, that is third-ranked Arizona. They routed UT Arlington 101-56 yesterday. They are 5-0. And GCU, they almost won the tip-off as they lost to South Carolina in Glendale yesterday. And meanwhile, ASU, they'll head up to Vegas to battle BYU on Thanksgiving night. And the Lopes will be back on the court Saturday hosting North Dakota State. So those are some of the top stories today, but we'll start with Arizona, as we've gone back and forth today on what transpired. Some poor coaching we felt has been kind of some of the narrative today, as we just kind of scratch our head on why Jonathan Gannon went for it on fourth down twice, went for it on 2, when they really didn't need to. And now we get to point fingers for a week, and thank goodness it's a short week on the radio.
That's a shame.
It kind of takes us to, and rightfully so, our It's Your Call question today by State 48 Roofing. Is Jonathan Gannon's constant going for a fourth down costing Cardinals games? Yes or no? Love to get your thoughts on that. I think it's pretty clear now. We can be an armchair quarterback today on a Monday and say, yeah, of course it is. I mean, come on.
It's obvious to me.
Yeah, and I think that
Prater has to make those, but Prater's pretty much he's good.
He's been automatic from 55 yards, and that's the one thing he made the one field goal. And I think that if you're going to give yourself a chance to win, and you got a defense that's pretty much stymieing the offense of C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans, I think those are some of the things you got to take advantage of. Especially, guys, if your offense is struggling while you're getting the ball and you can't get any points off of it, all of a sudden you're putting your defense back out there again. You're starting to wear them out. They get another interception, and you don't get any points. You get another interception, and you don't get any points. And the thing that's mystifying to me is you get a touchdown, and you go for 2 points to get within 3 points, that if you can get within field goal range, guess what?
Yeah.
You tie the game up. And then maybe if you get another stop or two, even if your offense is struggling, you can get at least within field goal range to go ahead and win the game. So it's 4th down and 3. There's about 11 minutes and 58 seconds to go. You got a chip shot to get within 2 points, within 3 points to win the game, 22-21, and you don't go for it. You get stopped. They get the ball, and they don't score again, but they maintain the ball. You get the ball back again miraculously on another interception. Now you have a shot. If you'd got that 3 points, you get a chance to go down. You don't have to get a touchdown. I mean, at that point, helter-skelter's breaking loose. You got blitzes. You got balls getting knocked down. You got 8 guys dropping in defense. It makes it very difficult to throw the ball in the end zone. Hell, you got a guy kicking from 55-plus with ease. All of a sudden, you're in field goal range in the game. You kick the field goal, run the clock down. You win 22-21. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm a traditionalist. I'm here to win the game, right?
That's what you're there for.
I don't care about the damn analytics, the sabermetrics, what looks cool, or what's in vogue this year with 4th down conversions. Aren't we here to win the football game and play smart and get the points while we can't? When you got a defense that's shutting down them, all of a sudden you're within, 3 points to win a game and move forward from that.
All right, Manuch, this is really stuck in my craw a little bit too, and I wanted to ask this of you. Why did they go away then from James Conner that much in the second half when he had great success running the football in the first half?
I didn't understand that either, Jimmy. I think it's a good point. I'm like, they're pounding the football at James Conner, and he's punishing folks.
He is, yes.
He's looking to run somebody over, and he's running people over as he's running out of bounds. So I just don't understand if Drew Petzing, the offensive coordinator for this Arizona Cardinals team, felt, well, we see this, we see that. If you're pounding the football and you're averaging close to 6 yards per carry running the football, why not run it? Because Kyler Murray, folks, he was struggling throwing the ball.
Yeah.
And we talked earlier about how the ball just came out of his hands a couple of times. I don't know if that ball slipped or if his hand got hit. I mean, the ball didn't get hit, or if his wrist is getting tired, whatever the scenario. I was just miffed at that. And I think that if Drew Petzing could do it all over again, he would have used James Conner.
Yep.
More screen passes, more slip screens, more running, getting outside.
He punishes people.
And he was running very well. I thought the offensive line, as far as running the ball, was doing well. But, I mean, if you're having trouble scoring and you got a chance to get points, the common sensible thing to do is get him when you have one of the best kickers in the league, and it's a chip shot for him. Now, at that point, if your defense can stop him and get the ball back, there's 12 minutes to go left in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time. And if your offense struggles, that's that last drive where Murray's been pretty effective as far as moving a team down the field, which he did move the team down the field, guys.
That's correct.
A couple of big catches to get them within field goal range, 40, 45 yards. Now you don't have to try to force the ball in and get a ball tipped on a post corner on the very last play of the game versus setting yourself up for a game-winning field goal attempt, and you beat that team 23-22. And everybody says, well, they should have got blown out anyway. Okay, that's true, but you didn't.
Yeah.
So when you sense stuff is not going your way and they're shooting themselves in the foot, you're going, well, hey, we're dodging bullets here, but we got a chance to sneak in the back door and maybe win this game.
How many picks did C.J. Stroud have in that game?
3. 2 coming into the game.
That's all he had the entire season were 2 picks until he got to Sunday's game against the Cardinals, and he coughed up 3.
And I think that, you just the old proverbial law of averages, right? Say, well, the Cardinals should have got blown out. But, how many games have we seen time after time the teams go right down the field, get nothing, or they get 3, or you hold them to 3 points, and you give yourself a shot to come down and tie a game up, or a shot to maybe win the game. I mean, the Cardinals literally had a chance to win the game, but I just don't understand the reasoning that you want to go for 2, which makes sense to me. I mean, you scored to get within 3. That makes total sense.
Yes, it does.
That's when you go for 2.
Yes.
And then the whole thing about, okay, it's 4th and 3. You got a chip shot for get 3 points. You go, well, they should be able to make it. 4th and 3 in the National Football League. 3rd and 3 is a long distance to make. 4th and 3 is even long. Okay, Dort should have ran down 7 yards, came back to 6 to make sure you got more than enough yardage for that first down. So there's a gap, but you know what, guys? Gaps happen versus getting 3 points for sure and giving yourself a chance to win.
So the Cardinals have the Rams on Sunday at 2 o'clock, and the Rams have had the Cardinals number since Sean McVay took over. They're 12-2 against Arizona in their last 14 games. They are favored, that being the Rams by a point. Believe it or not, I didn't see Rams beating Seahawks yesterday.
No way.
And they did by a point, but they'll take it when they can. So I'm anxious to see which Kyler Murray we'll see. Which one will we see on Sunday?
I think you're going to see a solid quarterback play from him. I really do. And here's why I believe that is because since he has been back, he has looked good in both games. He looked really good in that first half, and then the train ran off the tracks in the second half.
Let me just say this
but
name.
He has been good.
Let me just say this name, Jim. You should probably put that at risk. Aaron Donald.
Well, I know that. Yes.
They have harassed him.
They have.
As to Rock's point there with the Sean McVay era of schooling him. They do a good job of boxing him in, not allowing him to get out. You remember that playoff game a couple years ago?
Oh, don't
the embarrassing playoff game.
It was awful.
Where he didn't know where to throw, how to throw, because they were harassing him.
Yes.
They knew how to the Rams haven't no way of as far as guarding against Kyler Murray for making big runs.
All right, so if that's the case, then Manuch, do they use sort of like a spy on Murray, or is it just that Aaron Donald is so good?
They don't need to. They don't need. They've never used a spy on him.
Okay.
Their front seven has boxed him, has harassed him. The only game they had success with was when the Rams went to the Super Bowl. They had just beaten the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I remember that.
The undefeated Buccaneers. They had a little bit of a hangover.
Yes, they did.
The Cardinals went into L.A. and beat them. Very lethargic, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and all.
Yeah.
But after that, I think that Sean McVay said, never again will we come in after a game of beating the Tom Brady 4-0 Tampa Bay, and they go in there and the Rams smoke them. That'll probably never happen again.
I'm anxious. If you look at a mock draft right now with the Bears being the worst team, getting that first pick, would they go with Williams from USC, or they like what they saw from Justin Fields because he did play okay.
He did play pretty well.
He's been playing a lot better. He's been playing. He's more responsible with the football.
And then if the Giants are second, they'll probably go with Drake May, or maybe they go with J.J. McCarthy. And then let's not forget. It's easy to forget because it's been a long time. The New England Patriots are right there.
Sure, I'd agree with
They're
that.
a bad team, and they need a quarterback.
Yes,
Mac Jones is not very good.
Do you think?
And then I think this is great. If they get those three, let those three guys go quarterbacks. And if Arizona's going to stick with
Murray.
Kyler, then man, you grab
Marvin Harrison
Jr. Man.
Yeah.
Wow, how great would that be?
Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah, that would be fine. I'd also look at if you're not going to get. I get a top offensive lineman, top defensive lineman. That'd be my.
You need a good skill player.
I think the one thing you guys talk about Chicago is who the next head coach or general manager might be in Chicago. I mean, if there's changes that come,
they may want their own quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
You got that first pick, you take Williams, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You would, and you would do something with Justin Fields. You might trade him or do whatever.
Oh, you'll get trade value
but
for him.
There could be. I was reading this morning. There might be 7 changes in the National Football with head coaching. Now,
about average.
Yeah, it's about right.
6, 7.
I mean, Frank Reich's he's on the major hot seat in Carolina already.
Yep.
You go, oh my God, he's taken back the play calling duties.
Correct.
That he gave
on
up.
offense that he gave up.
But I think it depends on where you're cleaning house and who that next staff is that comes and who their eyeball is versus what they currently have.
Rudy Carpenter is next, followed by Frank Sam. Appreciate you hanging with us today. It's Roc and Manuch and Jimmy B from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona.
It's official. KEZ has turned on the Christmas music.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. A wonderful Christmas time.
Christmas music throughout the season on 99.9 KEZ. Powered by Zoo Lights at Phoenix Zoo.
Valley traffic from the Valley Toyota Dealers Traffic Center.
A lot of traffic on the Red Mountain, 202 westbound, 32nd Street over to I-10. Crash with injuries, Waddell at the Loop 303. Serious wreck, Greenway and Litchfield Roads. A collision on 67th Avenue in Osborne and Bethany Home at 31st Avenue.
This report is sponsored by Boost Infinite.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology switches between networks, giving you the best service at a lower price. Switch today. Call 855-55-BOOST, visit boostinfinite.com, or go to amazon.com and search for Boost iPhone 15.
Sun Devil football returns to Mountain America Stadium to face the arch-rival Arizona Wildcats in the Territorial Cup game, Saturday, November 25th. Scadaboo sets up, throws downfield, caught for a touchdown by Elijah Badger. Get your tickets today by calling 480-727-0000 or go online to sundeviltickets.com. Be there, be loud, and wear gold. Scadaboo lowers his head, bounces off a tackler, gets to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Devils!
Whether it's beer and wings with the guys or a steak or ribs with that special someone, Tavern Grill Scottsdale is a casual sports bar and grill with something for everyone. Visit us today at 8880 East Via Linda, Tavern Grill in Scottsdale.
It's Chevy truck season, and with a Chevy Silverado, there's no such thing as an uphill battle. With a Chevy Silverado, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. Because with impressive towing capability, an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen, and the choice of powerful engines to pick from, whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado with the capability you need. See your Valley Chevy dealers.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of game day.
Looking for a change in your career? All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings now available in customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278.
Upper Crust Pizza, Patio, and Wine Bar is your home for a variety of homemade, made-to-order pizzas, calzone, pastas, and more. But it's more than great Italian food. It's your home for college and pro football. Watch games all weekend. Plus, enter to win a free big screen TV every month. Upper Crust is the official home of the Ohio State Alumni Club of Phoenix. Upper Crust, on the southeast corner of Cave Creek and the 101, always has incredible daily specials. Pizza and football. A perfect match at Upper Crust Pizza, Patio, and Wine Bar.
It's here. Black Friday week is live at Target. Save up to 50% on select tech and video games. Plus, save up to 40% on select small appliances, up to 45% on floor care, and so much more. And get free shipping when you spend $35 or use your red card at Target.com. Hurry! These Black Friday deals end Saturday. Get low prices and great Black Friday deals. Only at Target. Exclusions apply.
The Coyotes return to the ice, ready to skate against the LA Kings. Connor Ingram is tonight's starting goaltender. The Cardinals are moving on from yesterday's dismal loss to the Texans to prepare for the Rams in Week 12. U of A retains its ranking of third in the nation, according to the latest USA Today men's basketball coaches poll, with only Kansas and Purdue above them. UConn and Marquette fill out the top 5. I'm Frank Arity.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus.
This Thanksgiving, Paramount Plus is serving up a tasty NFC East matchup when the Cowboys aim for another big win against the rival Commanders. It all kicks off at 4:30 Eastern. The NFL on CBS streams live on Paramount Plus.
Here to talk football is former Sun Devil quarterback, who, by the way, went 3-1 against that team in Tucson.
Carpenter going to go up with time, steps up, looks end zone, got a man, McGahey, touchdown! Rudy Carpenter threw that right into the teeth, into the strength of the Wildcat defense.
Rudy Carpenter, now on Roc and Manuch on Fox Sports 910, on FM at 99.9 HD2.
In motion is Swain. We'll use all 4 tight ends today. Murray dancing in the pocket. He's looking long. He's looking for Rondale Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Heck of a way to start the game with Murray to Moore there. That got 7-0 in the first, but then I think the next 9 drives equaled about 10 points, so they couldn't really move the ball well at all. But joining us now, as you just heard, Rudy Carpenter, Sun Devil, Dallas Cowboy. Before we talk about rivalry week and that team down south, what biggest takeaway that you saw yesterday with Kyler Murray, if there were anything that you took away from him?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that's a really, difficult question. I mean, I wish I could come on here and give you guys some really sexy answer that would be super entertaining, but I mean, I don't know. I think that he played out of his mind and played amazing? No. I mean, usually this team needs Kyler Murray to play amazing and to play out of his mind in order for them to win. I don't think he did that. Did he still play solid football at times and had this team in a position to win? Yeah, I think that's true. And I look at this team they played against the Houston Texans. They're in the playoff hunt. Depending on the next couple of weeks, they actually have a chance to win the division. There are a lot of people who think that their quarterback is, probably going to win, offensive rookie of the year. Some people even think he should be in the hunt for MVP talks. A lot of people think he's already a top 10, quarterback in the NFL. But I don't look at the Houston Texans as a team that's, amazing. And so what it highlights again is something that I've been talking about on this show all year, regardless of who the quarterback is, which is, this Arizona roster is at the very, very best average, and they need to get better and more explosive and faster, really in every single one of their skill positions, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Rudy, do you feel sometimes all these fourth down attempts, especially with 11 minutes to go in that fourth quarter, you pass on the field goal, you're basically, if you make that, you're only 3 down to win the game, and right before that on the touchdown, you go for 2 to get within 3. The passing on that I felt was a big mistake because they drive down the field, they kick the field goal, they win the game 22-21. Just your thoughts on all these metrics and measurements and all this stuff with these fourth down calls. I mean, 1 for 4 yesterday and only 3 for 10 on the third downs it place in time, but when you have a chance to get points and a chance to hold somebody and win a game, I'm just dumbfounded by that, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I this is no offense towards you guys, but that opinion, no offense, it's probably a good opinion, but times have changed and people are now, living and dying by analytics and they're taking their chances. The only thing that I really can compare to it is, like, for me personally, when I sit down at the casino and I play blackjack, I probably do that too much, more than I probably should. But the truth of the matter is I, regardless of the money, so regardless of the score in the game, I try to play the hands that I'm dealt the same every single time. So for me, I'm someone who hits on a 16 every single time. There are some people who don't. And for me, I guess what I'm saying is you have head coaches like Jonathan Gannon. You have head coaches like Brandon Staley with the Los Angeles Chargers who they are going to play the analytics game. Whatever that analytics card tells them to do for each and every situation, they are committed to doing it. They are going to do what that analytics card tells them to do. And so for me, I can't really blame them because at least their team understands that. At least the team understands the philosophy, and at least there's consistency in the way that they think and in their thought process and how they're going to handle all of these situations. I'm still someone that thinks that, like, in a game like football, situations matter, guys being hurt, health matters, momentum matters, how the game has been going matters. I don't think that analytics card measures for the weather in a game. Those things matter, right? And I think that's what makes it difficult just to play the straight up analytics game. But look, that's what these guys are doing. That's the new wave of the NFL. To be honest, like everything else, it's like when it works and it does great, you're happy and you're telling everybody, see, I told you so. And then when it doesn't, you look like an idiot. And to me, that's just the way things are right now.
When you talk about that analytics game, then answer me this. How come they went away from running James Conner even more? He was having success against that Texans defense, and I just don't think he got enough touches. I would have thought that he would have gotten at least 20, maybe 22 carries in that game. Can you explain that one, Rudy?
I can. I mean, I'm not in the headset. I don't understand what the play callers are doing. I just watch the game and comment based on what I see. I don't know if guys are hurt on the offensive line. I don't know if James Conner was hurt. I don't know any of these things that are going on. I'm not on the field. Look, with you, I'm with you. They were definitely having success in the run game. James Conner has been, a big part of this team in the past, even though they've, been up and down, but he's been a big part of this team. This team is better when James Conner is on the field playing and producing, at a high level. I don't know. Maybe the offensive coordinator understands he has Kyler Murray back and he's a little excited and wants to use his brand new toy and throw the football and use his legs as well. I don't really know. What I do know is this is one of the worst teams in the NFL. And no matter how you want to slice it, how you want to cut it, how you want to look at it, this roster needs to be overhauled.
Rudy, I think the more than anything, I think that's the bottom line right there. I think they're trying to do so many things with not having it and trying to play games where all the horses aren't there. Overall, as you see the passing game per se, and we were talking earlier about not getting the ball down the field, from just the passing game itself and watching Drew Petzing's passing game, let alone the philosophy, the finer nuances of the game. How does that look to you just initially with Kyler's first two games?
I give Kyler a lot of credit. I mean, when you miss as much time as he has, you're coming off the injury that you're coming off of, it can be very difficult to step in, especially in the NFL, and play winning football and play at a high level. Again, I look at this situation and I say, is Kyler a big reason why they won in his first game back? Yeah, I think he was a big reason why they won. This week, was he the reason why they lost? No, I don't think so. Do I think he's playing good enough even this last week to win? Yeah, it's only his second game back, but I give him credit for how well he's played in our, we only got 2 games, but in the 2 games he's been back coming off of the injury that he had, I think it's very impressive, and it speaks to his maturity, and it speaks to how he approached his rehabilitation, his offseason, his preparation in a new offense with a new system and a new coaching staff to be able to step in and, play pretty well and have it be pretty seamless. So, I give him credit. Again, I just keep going back to what sticks out to me the most. When you watch teams like the Eagles, or you watch teams like the Chiefs, or you watch teams like the Miami Dolphins, you just see explosiveness, and speed. And when you watch this team, you just don't see that. And so to me, I think that's the biggest thing that sticks out to me. Do you have pieces? Yeah, I think Trey McBride is an interesting piece, right? Like, I think he's probably a guy that needs to be on this roster moving forward. But as far as everybody else goes, this team needs to get faster. They need to get more explosive. And in the way the NFL is set up in today's game, it's basically designed to be a passing league. This is just what needs to happen. They need to have the more explosive guys with more speed, and the more versatile guys, the receivers that can play wide receiver, that can play in the slot and get you better matchups against safeties and linebackers, and also come in the backfield and be ball carriers and give these defenses really funky looks. And they don't have those guys right now.
Rudy, I only got about 30 seconds, but I really want to get your take. Of course, you got the Wildcats coming up to take on the Sun Devils on Friday. Is it Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday, excuse me.
Saturday.
you look forward to this rivalry? I know you did, and you were 3-1 in it. But as you get older, you move on, and family, and all that. Is it still a big deal for you each year?
Yeah, I mean, I love watching the game. It sucks in years like this because, not in years past, we've had some years where both teams are good. We've had a lot of years where only one team is good and the other team isn't. We've also had a lot of years, unfortunately, where both teams aren't very good. Right now, though, I give Jed Fish a lot of credit. He's got that team playing good football. He's done a great job turning that program around and coaching his ass off. I give him a lot of credit. And then you got ASU, which is really struggling. I mean, I give Kenny Dillingham and his staff some credit, obviously for what they're trying to do with the lack of what they have on that team as well and all of the injuries. But they're I love ASU, but it's really tough. It's really tough to watch them play football right now. And then you look down south at what U of A is doing, and even though they can't do math when it comes to their finances, and they just lost like $300 million, at the end of the day, Jed has gotten that team and that program turned around pretty quickly.
Outstanding jab right there. Good Sun Devil there. Rudy, have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for the time. We'll talk to
you. See you guys.
That's Rudy Carpenter, Sun Devil quarterback, and just kind of threw the guys down south.
He did. That game is Saturday at 1:30. That'll be on ESPN.
Coming up, Frank Sanders, get his thoughts on this Arizona Cardinals team and his Auburn Tigers lost to who? New Mexico State. See what he thinks about that next on Fox Sports 910.
Behold, here's what's trending on Fox 910 Phoenix.
Cardinals linebacker Kaiser White is going on injured reserve with a torn bicep. The Coyotes return to the ice, ready to skate against the LA Kings. Connor Ingram is tonight's starting goaltender. Arizona retains its ranking of third in the nation. That according to the latest USA Today men's basketball coaches poll, with only Kansas and Purdue above them. UConn and Marquette fill out this week's top five. The Suns beat the Jazz, took them 2 overtimes yesterday, and they are now preparing for tomorrow's NBA in-season tournament game when they'll take on the Portland Trailblazers. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
For tonight, look for mostly clear skies, temperatures dipping down into the low 50s. And then for your Tuesday, plenty of sunshine with temperatures topping out close to 77 degrees. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Ty Brennan.
This report is sponsored by KFC. KFC's 2 for $5 chicken wraps. 'Tis the season for tasty goodness with KFC's new mac and cheese, classic and spicy slaw chicken wraps. Did they mention you can get any 2 for only $5? It's finger licking good.
There are many signs that you may be in financial trouble. Late mortgage payments, paying bills from your retirement account, or paying one credit card with another. If you're experiencing financial hardship, bankruptcy may be right for you. The credit industry wants you to believe that bankruptcy is bad and will destroy your credit forever, but that's just not true. At Lerner & Rowe Law Group, we'll take the time to carefully examine your situation and develop a plan that is right for you. Call Lerner & Rowe Law Group today for a free consultation.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Sean Forrester, Managing Attorney.
It's Jason Payne, owner of State 48 Roofing and your sexy status roof guy on Instagram and Facebook. Lesser roofers cut corners, cobbling together patchwork roofs to meet a budget, not State 48 Roofing. Give us a call today for your maintenance, repair, or full replacement needs.
Hey, this is Kelly Cooper. Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? Look no further than BKD's Backyard Joint. At BKD's, we're not just a sports bar. We're the destination for the best food, drinks, and sports experience in the Valley. Located at the corner of Pecos and McQueen and Chandler, get ready to score big on fun and flavor. Only at BKD's Backyard Joint, where every day is game day. Check us out online at bkdsbackyard.com. That's bkdsbackyard.com.
Hey, it's Gross. Join me, Bauer, and Jackson every Saturday from 11 to 1 live from the Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar at Casino, Arizona for Take the Points. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar.
Looking for the perfect destination to perfect your putting? Welcome to Putting World, the ultimate 18-hole indoor putting course designed to delight golf enthusiasts of all levels. Immerse yourself in the art of putting as you navigate our greens. Whether you're a seasoned golfer or a curious beginner, Putting World promises an unforgettable experience for everyone. Swing by today to elevate your golf game to new heights. Visit us at the Scottsdale Promenade or learn more at puttingworld.com.
Jenny!
Hey, Jenny!
Jenny, come on in! Steve!
Hey, Steve!
Steve, how you doing?
Meg!
Meg, nice to see you! Hey, Meg!
Arena Sports Grill. Come on out for the sports, off-track betting, incredible food, and friendly faces. The best daily specials in Scottsdale. Arena Sports Grill, 62nd Street in Bell. We know you.
Everybody's choosy about something. It might be your favorite snack.
2 scoops of Rocky Road, please.
Your style.
Those earrings look amazing on you.
Or the things you like to do with your best friend. You can be choosy when it comes to getting a COVID-19 vaccine, too. If you're thinking about getting an updated vaccine, there's more than one type available. You can find out more at WeDoVaccines.com. This message was brought to you by Novavax.
iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon and other Apple gifts. Save on your shopping.
Black Friday starts now. Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium and iPad and Apple Watch SE with unlimited Ultimate. Additional terms and conditions apply. Act now. Visit Verizon.com.
The Gillette Intimate Trimmer. He's there. A gentle, easy way to trim your pubic region. Or you could try waxing. Nope. From America's #1 trusted men's grooming brand. The best a man can get, down there. Buy Gillette Intimate at a retailer near you.
This Thanksgiving, Paramount Plus is serving up a tasty NFC East matchup when the Cowboys aim for another big win against the rival Commanders. It all kicks off at 4:30 Eastern. The NFL on CBS streams live on Paramount Plus.
Back to Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, broadcasting live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is a sports fan's paradise. You are locked in to Fox Sports 910, live from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. He played 8 seasons with the Arizona Cardinals. The Sandman.
It is caught! Touchdown Auburn! Sanders caught it! Touchdown Auburn! Touchdown Auburn!
Frank Sanders joins Calling All Sports with Roc and Manuch, now on Fox Sports 910.
In motion is Swain. We'll use all 4 tight ends today. Murray dancing in the pocket. He's looking long. He's looking for Rondale Moore. He's got it! Touchdown Cardinals!
Well, that was a highlight from yesterday. We had one, which was good, as we've been scratching our heads on some of the play calling, some decisions that were made by Jonathan Gannon, and joining us now, played the game at a very high level. I know he's not real happy about his alma mater losing to New Mexico State.
How does that happen?
Auburn Tiger, Frank Sanders now on Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. Where do you want to start? You want me to start bashing you about your alma mater, or do we go right to the Cardinals? Where do you want to start?
I just want to let you know, you started Auburn, please. I like to go through Auburn first, if you don't mind.
Okay.
They stink.
I mean, what's the deal? I mean, do you guys? I mean, are you going to get out of the SEC? I mean, maybe Pac-12 may pull you in. You want to go to the Pac-12?
He might pull his checks going to Auburn now, Rock. After that.
You talking about the NIA division right now? Horrible. I had a barf bag, bro. I had a barf bag the whole game. Like, there's one of the guys I'm on a chat line. He's sending text messages like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to drive down to heaven." He shows a picture of Jordan Hare Stadium. Then he next picture is like, "Hey man, it's gonna be a good game, a good wake up game before we play Bama." And then by the third quarter, I'm like, "Shit, I can't sit on the airwaves." I was like,
"Thank you, Frank."
I was barfing, bro. I was barfing the whole game. Like, that's just it's terrible to watch where we are as a program. It's sad to watch where we are as a program, and to go out and watch another team like such as, taking nothing from New Mexico State. They came out and played. They made the plays, but Auburn right now is definitely in disarray.
How about
from an offensive standpoint?
How about this, Frank? You paid him $1.7 million to come in and kick your butt.
You want a little more salt in the wound there, Frank? A little more salt in the wound?
Look, Jimmy B, I love you, man. Stop that. You know what I mean? Don't I'm down. I'm already hurting.
All right. I'll stop.
Does that program have to hit rock bottom, Frank, for something like that to happen to go, okay, enough's enough?
You know what's funny about that, man? Like let's look at the last couple of years of the program. We've switched out coaches, and I think there's Brian Harmon came in after losing, Gus Malzahn, who was, pretty much almost 70 percentile in the winning category at Auburn. So bringing Brian Harmon probably change things up, add a new face to the program. And again, this is not just Auburn. There's a ton of programs around the country right now trying to find this right match that fits the right program, the guy that comes in with the right formula to get guys to want to come to the university and not necessarily have to pay them a whole bunch of money through the NIL deal. So when you look at all the factors of what it takes to be a coach right now, there's a lot of situations that's on the table. We can say the same thing about ASU and their situation with the firing of the AD, and you look at the head coaching firing and the changes that took place. So Auburn is in a situation where they need to just realize, I would say this here, realize the institution that you want to be and what you want to bring to the table, and hold your standard in regards to the football that you want to provide for the alumni. Yeah.
I think it worked out okay for Bo Nix at quarterback.
Yeah, Bo bounced.
Sure did.
Bo, you suck. Bo, you suck. But here's the same thing. Watch this here. Auburn brought in Bo Nix as a freshman. They put him in and let him play. He played pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
His sophomore year, he struggled. And I think a lot of programs right now are struggling with trying to make these young quarterbacks the head of their organization. Like there's maybe 1% of the kids that leave a high school program that can come into a 4-year institution and literally control and run that organization. That's very few. ASU did the same thing with Jaden Daniels. They brought him in. He looked good his first year. The next 2 years, it was like, who is this guy? He's terrible. He's horrible. And now when you look at him in his third and fourth year in college, he looks like, okay, this guy can play. He can put up numbers. That's the problem. The inmates are running the asylum and they're telling you, 2 minutes. If you don't pay me, I'm not coming. And if you don't pay me now, I'm not coming. And if you don't start me, I'm not coming. So that's just it's a tough situation for me as an alumni to watch, because I know some of these young guys need to develop. Manuch, just from a quarterback standpoint, there are a lot of young kids you see with a bunch of talent, but being a quarterback, the idea of being that person it takes to be effective in the organization or to figure out what it's like to play against juniors and seniors is night and day.
Well, especially I think ASU is going to face with Jaden Rashada as well too, whether he sticks around from that standpoint. I want to get your thoughts real quick on the Cardinals game yesterday. I've been beating up the fact that the Cardinals had a chance to get within at 3 points to win a game, and they don't kick the field goal with 12 minutes left in that fourth quarter. 4th and 3, they go for it. You got a chip shot. All of a sudden, you make it 21 to 19. You go down the field, 12 minutes to go, Frank. Instead of trying to get a touchdown, force the issue, you kick a field goal with one of the best kickers in the league. You win that game 22 to 21. I'm still miffed at some of these fourth down calls, especially when you have a chance to win the game and see some of these coaching gaps we're seeing with this Cardinals team.
It is to be questioned without a doubt. As a player, you always get taught, take the points. It wasn't like we were dominating Houston where we felt like we could just go out and, just readily get first downs with them. We were 3 for 10 on first downs, and they were 9 for 13 on third down efficiency. So they were better than we were. So I agree with you. There was some situations that we should have recognized that we should have just took the points, and we didn't. And again, some of these coaches' decisions are very questionable.
And 1 for 4 on fourth down conversions too, Frank. I'm just miffed right now. Sabermetrics, whatever the hell. I just think sometimes these coaches, the flavor of the year this year is going for it on fourth down. Well, you know what the flavor is in that locker room right now? It's a bitter taste that these players know when you have a chance, like you said, who are struggling, you're getting stops, and that defense is going, we're doing all we can do, and what the hell are you doing, Jonathan Gannon? We have a chance to win, and you're blowing it.
Yeah, what's funny, man? I think there's a part where the mentality is, we don't have a winning record, Rock. Of course, my 10-game prediction is already in the toilet next to some, that It's already in the toilet. So the idea is that I'm assuming that, you got Kyler, anything can happen if you go out and if you call the right play and you put your playmakers out there to go out and make plays. That's a possibility. But at the end of the day, every W right now makes a difference in the mentality of the team.
Sure.
And again, there's some things that the coaches are doing, not just with the Arizona Cardinals, but across the league that are very questionable. And I mean, again, with you, you're right. The sabermetrics, the algorithms, or Vegas in itself is messing up the mentality that says, "Hey, man, if it's third down, if you can't get it, punt it, or if you're in the right position to kick a field goal, let's get these points on the board and get the mentality of the momentum, and then we'll just see how the game plays out from there."
He's Frank Sanders. Always a pleasure, buddy. I heard you met. I'd never heard of him. Tim Lehman. Tim Lehman.
No. Tim Lehman is his third cousin from his mama.
Nice recovery. Nice recovery. Thank you, buddy.
Lehman.
Yeah,
Tom Lehman.
Hey, that's him.
Yeah,
Hey, you have a great turkey day, and we mean this, man. We love you, man, and thanks for always coming on Mondays. We really appreciate it.
Very thankful of Frank Sanders. Yes, we are.
Same here, but I'm thankful for you guys, man. God bless you guys. I love you guys.
You got it. That's Tom Chambers.
That's Tom Chambers.
Yeah. We'll come back with more to finish up out here. It's your Jimmy B.
This is The Odd Couple with Chris Broussard and Rob Parker.
If I were forced to vote,
Who would you vote
for MVP, I would go with Jalen Hurts. I don't have a big problem with Lamar because it really isn't definitive. But I think Jalen, because they're both tremendous leaders. But Jalen has just accounted for far more touchdowns.
With Chris Broussard and Rob Parker. Today at 5, tell your smart speaker to play Fox Sports 910.
Valley traffic from the Valley Toyota Dealers Traffic Center.
10 eastbound near Fairway Drive, there is an accident off right. Stop and go traffic from Litchfield Road. 10 eastbound near 7th Avenue, we have a crash off right. And 202 Red Mountain Freeway westbound near 24th Street, HOV and left lanes blocked.
This report is sponsored by Jack in the Box. Don't you hate it when you wake up and realize you've missed breakfast by only a few minutes? At Jack, breakfast has no limits. For only $4, you can make anytime breakfast time when you get 2 of the new breakfast bagels with freshly cracked eggs and melty American cheese on a toasted bagel.
Arizona's headquarters for Toyotas is Wright Toyota. Hey, Rock, for my friends at Wright Toyota in Scottsdale. You will always find the right deal at Wright Toyota. Wright Toyota has been driving Arizona's home for years with their amazing service, pricing, and great selections. I encourage you to discover the difference at Wright Toyota. Make the right choice, Wright Toyota, just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, and always online at WrightToyota.com. The right price, the right selection. Check out WrightToyota.com.
Tease the season at Vans Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf for holiday specials this year, featuring the Ping G430 drivers, which combine the ultimate combination of distance and forgiveness. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. There's always gift cards in any amount for the special golfer you're shopping for. Vans Golf Shops is home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at worldwidegolf.com.
Come chill and get your fill at Arena Sports Grill. Arena Sports Grill is your home for Nebraska Cornhusker football and the National Football League. Watch all your favorite sports, plus off-track wagering with the ponies. Arena even caters to the night owls with breakfast on the weekends till 2. NFL Mondays and Thursdays are packed with happy hour specials daily till 7 and other incredible drink and food specials. It's Arena Sports Grill, 64th Street in Bell, North Scottsdale's friendly sports bar since 1998.
Are you looking for a change in your career path or just looking to get back into the employment market again? Look no further. All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings are in the areas of customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. If you're looking for a challenging yet rewarding opportunity, a great benefits program including 401k program with a generous company match, and a company that is a leader in the industry, apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call All City's HR department at 480-833-7278. All City Towing is Arizona's largest towing transport vehicle storage provider. locally owned and invested within the communities they service. If you enjoy helping others by providing great customer service, working as a team, and possess great communication skills, All City is for you. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278. That's allcitytowing.com.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Some intimate parts need the gentle, easy trim of a Gillette trimmer, and some need the closeness and comfort of a Gillette Intimate razor, while others need a Gillette anti-chafe stick. Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get, down there. Buy now.
Okay, Kohl's Black Friday deals have no business being this good. I just got 50% off an Amazon smart home device. Plus, with the 15% off going on, I scored a throw blanket and pillow for under $9 each and saved 50% on PJs for my family. Plus, I earned Kohl's cash. Yep, I think it's time to go back to Kohl's for round 2. Select styles. Amazon coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. Offers end November 22nd. 15% off ends November 24th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Let's get ready for football! It's Football at 50, the latest top football story trending this hour, right here with Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B on Fox Sports 9 and the iHeartRadio app.
All right, we got a rematch of Super Bowl 57 tonight. Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Arrowhead Stadium. Eagles come into tonight's game with the NFL's best record at 8-1. If they should lose, they would fall to 8-2, tied with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah,
it's the best record.
Say that again. Yeah, I know, it doesn't sound right.
It doesn't. And it's a hot ticket for Turkey Day there in Detroit. Eagles are riding a 3-game winning streak. Meanwhile, you look at the Chiefs; they sit at the top of the AFC with a record of 7-2. Kickoff is at 6:15, so come on out and join us here at Casino Arizona as we're giving away the cash just for watching football. We do it every Monday night. We've been doing it for over 22 years, and our jackpot is close to $2,000. So if there's a kickoff and there's a return, someone will win that cash. It's that easy. We also do props, squares. Next week we'll do football bingo. It's all free. Just be present here in the CAZ Sports Bar Sportsbook. And again, Eagles and Chiefs tonight. Doors are open now, so looking forward to that. Let's get to the Learner in Row one call. That's all. We got Kyler Murray here on the offense and what needs to happen against the Rams.
It's the Learner in Row. One call, that's all. Call of the day. If you're looking for a full-service law firm, just make one call. That's all. 602-977-1900. Learner in Row, voted Arizona's best law firm.
We're gonna go back and watch it. I'm sure this one's gonna sting. Watching it just because there were a lot of plays to be made and a lot of things that we probably wish we would have done differently. I know there's gonna be for me, but no, the standard's the standard. It's just it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Like I said, I feel like the defense gave I know for sure they gave us enough opportunities to go win the game, and we didn't make it happen.
So what do you think about that, Manuch? You're the quarterback.
He's just being accountable. I think he's telling like it is. Hey, they did not uphold their end of the bargain, and a lot of folks will take a look at this, but I'm glad he took it upon the onus upon himself, the responsibility that you get 3 turnovers, you should win the football game, especially if you shut that team out in the second half. That being the Houston Texans with the kind of prowess they had. And, the frustration part, I think, also in that locker room is when your head coach, you got a chance to get points and you're struggling on offense and you get those turnovers, to go ahead and get yourself in the game and knowing that you have a chance to win that game if you get a final drive or a final turnover, which they did, and they go down and get it via the field goal. And you got one of the best field goal kickers in the league. So these 4th down conversions and attempts just don't make sense to me when you're there to win the game. Jonathan Gannon, you need to reevaluate on these 4th down conversions. You evaluate when you have a chance to win, and evaluate when your team is struggling offensively to give yourself that one last chance to win the football game.
As a player
3
on
minutes.
that team, is that a punch in the gut because you saw that there were points available and you didn't get it?
Absolutely. it
Okay.
is. Coach, get the damn field goal.
Okay.
This team's struggling. Get the 3. We're within 2 points. We're within 3 points. We'll get the ball back.
Yeah.
We're playing. The defense
is playing great.
We're going to get it back. We're going to give Kyler one more shot, at least get us within field goal range and not have to force yourself to score a touchdown in order to win this game.
All right, let's get to what's on tap tonight.
What's on Tap is brought to you by Roc and Manuch's Amber and Lager by Huss Brewing Company. Now available at the Arena Sports Grill, BKD's Backyard Joint in Chandler, CAC Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona, Tavern Grill Scottsdale, and Upper Crust Pizza in Phoenix. Try it for yourself. That's the Roc and Manuch Amber and Lager, brewed locally by Huss Brewing Company.
All right, 7 o'clock tonight. The Yotes are hosting the Kings in Tempe. It's on Channel 6 now, as well as Channel 61 on DirecTV. Of course, the Monday night game at 6:15 here from Casino, Arizona. Just looking ahead here on Fox Sports 910, Commanders are playing the Cowboys here at 2 o'clock on Fox Sports 910. We got some college football for you on Friday with TCU at Oklahoma, early game at 9:30 on Friday. It is rivalry week for the Pac-12, so kind of looking ahead. Oregon State at Oregon, that's on Fox 10. That'll be on at 6:30 on Friday. Here's the lineup for Saturday. Colorado at Utah starts it all off at 1. Arizona at Arizona State. That's an ESPN game at 1:30 in Tempe. Washington State, Washington. For the Apple Cup, and by the way, they extended that to 2028. That is at 2 o'clock. Notre Dame, Stanford at 5, and then Cal, UCLA to end the night at 8:30. So we encourage you to come on down here to join us here at Casino, Arizona, 101 in McKellips for Showroom. It used to be called Showroom Football, so if you're familiar with it, it's now called the Monday Night Tailgate. It's still a lot of fun, lots of ways to win money, great food,
40.
Great drink specials. So for Shu, who got a lot of play on the broadcast this weekend. You under the weather today, Shu?
I am, yes.
Oh, okay.
Very low key.
So,
Yeah,
well,
he
I
is.
didn't know he was sick, so I feel bad. He's a trooper. Unlike Jax, he would have called out sick.
Well, and he's a Jets fan too, so he's been.
That's why he's bumming.
He's trying to, he wants to feel better for Friday.
Yes.
Against Miami.
Absolutely.
Anyway, come on out and join us here at Casino, Arizona. Tomorrow will be at
Desert Ridge, Barrio Queen.
Yes.
Got it.